Hi folks, how are you doing? This is sjsrana, Surinderjit Singh Rana, reporting for May 22nd. Time about, while I'm making this, it's about 200 hours IST, India Standard Time, so which will be 2 a.m. midnight, which is of May 22nd, 2025. So I could recollect from a last released YouTube video which was on May 15th, and I could not get time in the middle for other dates to make any video while I was covering Diddy Combs and other topics of the world events. However, I was quite busy in my spiritual practice, so for last 7-8 days I could not even spare time to come outside of my residence. But today I got some time, spare time, so I could spend about an hour outside, especially for my cat. As you're aware that I do take them for troll. I have 3 cats, and as you can see my snap here, which is the latest snap, not more than 6-7 months old. I am sharing this information for you so that there is no ambiguity, there is no impersonators, thugs around my neighborhood, and wherever I am they follow because they get bounties and they are able to do dacoity. Everywhere where I go they are going to be like a shadow to me. So apart from deep state surveillance, which is 24/7, that's known fact of India, deep state surveillance on innocent saints of ethnic minorities is no new news for the world leadership, especially the UNHRC, or that United Nations Human Rights Convention. So folks, over here we're going to discuss a lot of topics. There has been major events going on, but first come first, let's talk about one major topic which has come down 2 days ago, signed by Donald Trump and First Lady Melania Trump for the Take It Down Act. Yep, this act is known as Take It Down Act. This is basically done to protect the females, minor girls, and the boys also, who are basically on the online web or internet, but they get to forced to get see, or they are given explicit images from a lot of social media, like I would name few of them, mostly from Meta, which is Facebook, Instagram, and Threads. So Facebook is very notorious. It has been cited again and again throughout the world. Also, the Facebook, the Meta company, has been put under breach of trust across the globe. Recently, from France, from South Africa, and from other nations, they have been labeling Facebook as a threat to their nation or their government because they are doing massive surveillance. So folks, as you can see on that account, Take It Down Act, which you can see over here, was signed by Donald Trump and Melania Trump with a lot of other teams, specifically the victims who have been under the threat of this online female explicit images being thrown to them, or their images of innocent images taken and merged, morphed by the use of AI technology into the explicit image or explicit movie. That has been a major concern. So a lot of those females, specifically the college going, high school going females who have been victim, were called to the White House so that they are aware that this bill is into making, and it's been signed as EO, executive order from President Trump. It's a very, very nice, good step, immensely helping, outreaching towards all those vulnerable younger generations, especially the kids, girls, minor girls, who are getting exposed or threatened by these people, mafia or sex trafficking agencies, who basically use their innocent images, morph them, edit them using AI tools, technology, and post them to the online stores or commercial sites, perhaps some explicit sites, whatnot, and then in fact they are getting their image tarnished, because a lot of people who would watch that would recognize, oh, these females are perhaps in that adult movie, whereas they have not participated at all. So this is a big, immensely, deeply emotional topic which people can describe, because what is going through their minds and heart only they can tell. But I tell you, this technology is quite prevalent, and a lot of people who ask ransom, once they make these videos or these movies or these images, morphed images, they ask ransom that they will release this image unless they deposit this money or do some activity, perhaps sexual perversion they demand or whatnot. So all these becoming threat now, as the online outreach of AI has basically opened all the Pandora box and doors. And if you would recollect, on November around November 15th, 19th, around that time, I've discussed this topic in length because I was covering Meta, Facebook, notorious Meta Zuckerberg virus, anaconda I call. I was discussing this topic in length while I was trying to cite one citation of a litigation which was on Facebook, on Meta, on the same topic. And the NY judge, which is basically a federal judge, I guess, ruled in favor of Facebook and Meta company. Can you believe that? This is the topic I covered in length over here. You can revisit my video. You can see on 15th of November 2024, while Trump has yet to take the office, I was completely condemning all this activity and even very baffled by the judge decision who ruled that Facebook is not liable, Meta company is not liable if their users on social media, Facebook, Instagram, or Threads are able to view explicit images or being exposed to explicit images, nude images, or pornographic images, movies. They are not liable. Can you imagine? This is the ruling judge gave, and I was baffled. I was really baffled. So I had to put this video on just to communicate that this is injustice to them and it won't survive much longer. But I was openly challenging the Facebook, the Meta company, Zuckerberg, that they must be split because they are knowing upfront that this is being done, their age is done, but still they are showing their explicit movies. So, folks, very important to see how the world will shape. I guess this Take It Down Act should be implemented in all the nations throughout the globe, not just limited to the US. Because if you compare, I'm right now residing in India while I was in US for almost 10 years, 8, 9 years, and then North America almost 10 years working for big companies in Los Angeles and New Jersey in 1999 onwards in US. I could sense the difference of laws and implementation of laws, difference between India and America. While India is known as the largest democracy, while America is known as the earliest democracy, except Greece, which was in very older terms. However, this still remains that India is openly flouting all the laws. It may have laws, but it doesn't implement it. So, specifically, look at this another topic which I'm covering. I've again and again and again alerted to the global community, my community, which I basically interface with daily, that India is using EM weapons, military grade EM weapons on ethnic minorities. Can you believe that? It is using military grade EM weapons on civilians, specifically targeting Sikh, Khalsa population or Christian faith people, specifically targeting them. I'm not sure about the Muslim population because I've not heard their feedback, but I've received feedbacks from Christian community, and I am very aware of the Sikh and Khalsa community that India is using this genocide, a soft genocide, using electromagnetic weapons, military grade, targeting them. Specifically, I've been targeted many times, so I can vouch for it, I can endorse it, and I tell anytime, every time they are turning on this weapon onto me. This is so shameful act. It's such a disgrace to a nation. India still calls itself a pure democratic nation. It must be making fool of everyone. So, folks, this is very strange that use of military grade EM weapons must be banned, like the convention of UNSC ban of chemical weapons on people. So this is the same convention because EM weapons, military grade EM weapons, are not detectable. Normal person will not be able to get to know that EM weapons are being used on them. It's like a Havana syndrome, which you are aware. And there was a big controversy that was Russia behind Havana syndrome, where the US citizens stationed outside of the US were being admitted to hospital facing this wrath of EM weapons, which is called the electromagnetic weapons. So same technology India is using on ethnic minorities. India is a genocidal nation. I keep repeating, India is the nation having a genocidal past. India is the only nation in the whole globe which has largest amount of communal violence. India is the only democratic nation in the whole globe, planet Earth, which has the largest amount of communal violence. There are at least 70 to 80 distinct communal violence between 1947 independence of India, which is roughly about 80 years. There are more than 70-80 communal violence. Some are minor, some are major, some are massacre, some are known as genocide, like 1984, like 2002, which was a massacre, and 1984, George Orwell. That kind of implementation, India is very popular. So you can understand the hate crimes India possessed, and the largest population of hate criminals are from India, always from India. Always remember that. And it's a marital rape nation, which promises Males of India, performance, action, stamina, strength in bedroom, washroom, houses of India, winning daily gold medals, marital rape Olympics of India. So, folks, switching the topic to the topic which I'm covering the most for last 15 days, ever since the Diddy Combs sex trafficking trial has started. It was promised for the May, it is already there, started, and today is day 8, and lot of revelations have come so far. We have seen a lot of things. Specifically, Diddy Combs has been revealed to basically inducing drugs, alcohol towards the female so that they get inebriated state and then they can be sexually violated. A lot of big names come forward who have been supporting Diddy Combs. Perhaps they were aware or not aware, but it was very strange. You can see these snaps. It is at that time perhaps he was former president Donald Trump. You can see he's having his good snap with Diddy Combs, and both the couple, Donald Trump and Melania Trump. So very strange why these people, they have more knowledge, more information, access to more information. They could not learn that Diddy Combs is already abusing females and is basically running sex racketeering or sex trafficking kind of empire. So how come these big names, big shots, don't have this intelligence or information gathering? This is very strange and very bizarre phenomenon. A lot of other names have come forward. Even Obama, his name has come that he was always endorsing Diddy Combs. So, and Obama was president, former president, now was president. How come he was endorsing Diddy Combs? Wasn't he gathering intelligence? So, folks, that's a big lacuna in the whole system of the democracy. They keep cursing the communist people, but I tell you, communist people, communist nations have more stringent laws. You will not hear sex trafficking so often as you hear in democratic nations. Like India. India is the largest democracy and the largest sex trafficking hub of the globe. Yep, you are surprised, you should be astonished, and you should be very worried. India has the largest sex trafficking, human trafficking empire in the whole globe. India alone has $100 billion US dollar industry of sex trafficking. And I will cover this topic. I've covered this topic in length and I'll do it more in times ahead. But for now, this is what is going in the whole globe. So Diddy Combs sex trafficking has rattled the community, has rattled many people, many females, and it's a lesson learned, live lesson learned for all the females who are basically gaining social media, or they're gaining on social networking, or they're basically going on dates or dating. That what they are supposed to meet, who are they supposed to meet, what kind of personality is that. Right now, females don't care. They just want one night stand mostly. So that has been become a problem. And for those females who also want their career, but they are able to sacrifice their ethics and moral, which I can sense initially was the case with Cassie Ventura, and with Diddy Combs, because she was building her career. She was also doing music as the profession. So she found a perfect match with Diddy Combs, who was a music producer and music mogul at that time. Is a well-known rapper. So she basically, perhaps out of career outlook, she basically started forging relationship, and then she went into fornication or went into intimacy or sexual life or sexual relationship with Diddy Combs. From the news which is spread out, they say it is from 2007, 2009, and then their on it caught up. So it started from 2007 onwards. That's the news. Perhaps confirmed is 2009, and Cassie Ventura herself has told that from 2009 she was in love at that time, so she would do anything for Diddy Combs. And to much worse level, which we have seen the level of perversion, which is freakouts. These freakout activities were basically enforced many times, but they say 20% time Cassie Ventura has volunteered for it because she had no other option. But at 70 or 80% time she was forced to have freakouts with Diddy Combs and other partners. It's like, I don't want to say those words, but they are going towards sexual perversion at a very high level. So that kind of activities have been revealing, and world is shocked now. The whole world is watching, the whole globe is watching. What is the outcome of this trial? I've already predicted all time, all the way back, 3-4 months back, and even 6 months back when I covered this topic in detail, when the news was broken out and Diddy Combs was in jail, taken as what you call judicial custody that the case is going to run, trial is going to run on May. I predicted there then that he is going to go to jail, perhaps 10 years at least, if not life imprisonment. I predicted there then, I predicted before even this trial started on May 2025. So he's going jail, he's going life term, at the least 10 years to 15 years, which I see ahead. Because the case has been proven beyond doubt from my perspective on the day 7, on the day 6 itself, where Cassie Ventura had given all the details, videographs, pictures, snaps, audios. Then thereon, people kept on coming, the witness. Even Justin Bieber has also given that statement. Recently on day 8, the special agents who were covering, who had raided the residence of Diddy Combs, have given all the articles which they discovered, which they confiscated from Diddy Combs' residence. Baby oil, large amount of baby oil, which is unthinkable. Guns, perhaps for gun violence or for threat. Then they have discovered drugs, all kind of drugs, from ketamine, from other powders, drugs. Liquor is obviously in there, so they don't count liquor much, but a lot of bottles of liquor. So all these are pointing to one thing, that he was using this for coercion. And for force matter, we have already seen that case of hotel clipping, where Diddy Combs was seen hitting Ventura with skillet, threatening her, dragging her by the hair. After hitting, he didn't leave her there so that she can go back or wherever she want to go. Perhaps he had to grab something, or there was a tussle. But after hitting with skillet, she fell down and on the fetal position, and he dragged her by the hair to bring her back to the room, the hotel room, or the wherever they were staying. So that is something which is a big deal. So if you had a fight, let's say out of burst, out of some deep confrontation of conversation, sometimes out of burst, out of spur of anger, perhaps there can be an event where a female can do a slap, wrist slap, or do a push out or a push to a person, to a male. And same way she can get reciprocated by the push up, or by given a push, or maybe by slap on the wrist or something like that, for just for once or two, because they are reminding their limits and boundaries. That is most of the time given as okay. Both of them were in sort of a domestic violence, they can be forgiven. But when a person, after hitting her, she fell down on the ground, the person has again taken her by the hair, dragged her by the hair. Can you imagine the pain she would be going through? Dragged by the hair towards the hotel room. It is at least, they say it is at least 40 to 50 meters, which was away, where she was waiting on the elevator while he hit her, and then he dragged her by the hair. So that is a big proof the judge needs, or the jury needs. Jury has enough proof that on day 7 or 6 they would have immediately convicted of at least 2 counts of this sex racketeering. But the biggest point they're trying to make now is that there was coercion. It was not just one female, it was with many females. It was pre-planned. Diddy Combs orchestrated everything, from planners, from who would come, who would not come to the party, and he would have them, force them sign DA, the NDAs, also the cell phones, their phones, communication will be taken down while they're in the real estate premises, wherever the party is taking place. This is all, folks, going towards sex racketeering. All the 3 points of force, fraud, and coercion seems to be proven here. So I think I've given my verdict, my prediction already way long ago. So we'll see how it pans out. So anyways, folks, much more to cover, but I think this is going to be major events, an eye-opener for everyone. And specifically, I've been covering this topic for the real estate Galaxy Enclave, Jaipur, India. As you can see on this view graph, I'm giving you this YouTube video released on May 14th, May 15th. Whenever I cover, expose them that much worse has been going at this real estate property of India, Galaxy Enclave, Jaipur, India. It has been run by MS-13 gangsters since 2023. It has been doing openly grand larceny against Surinderjit, Singh, Rana, sjsrana. The Devil Association, the Racist, Fascist, Rapist Association, the trespassing morons have been trespassing into villas, houses here and there, raping females, raping minor girls. I have alerted many times to even the cops of over here local, which is the jurisdiction of this real estate, that people are trespassing into my house. I see my stuff stolen. So I've already given that complete report to cops, and I visited them 2-3 times just to check upon them. But they never followed me, they never came back to me, they never consulted me again. Since I reported on April 2024 that people are breaking into my house, trespassing is going on, and I gave them written complaint, and I have that copy I've shared with you. You can see in the video later. They have never visited me. Can you imagine the lethargy or their incompetence or ineptness? They never visited me. They never visited my residence. Okay, what happened? Where happened? Let us do investigation. And since then, since 2024 April month 2024, cops have never contacted me for any other reason. That forget about that recovery of that theft or burglary on April 2024 when I reported officially. Since then, I have sensed that they have trespassed. The MS-13 of gangsters or rapist, racist faces rapist have trespassed into my residence while I was away. On August 14, 2024, again I sensed from spiritual sense because I could sense that, and when I came home, I could see some changes in my home, in my residence. Like you would see things not there, or bed things which was folded, like the cushion or something was disarray, was on the other side. I could not see anything else, but I could see what I could see was this: the bed was not in proper order, or I could see my clothes here and there. So I could not make out immediately because I was not paying that attention that perhaps somebody would have trespassed. But then I was basically startled from a spiritual sense that they was trespassing. I could see some of my clothes missing. So, folks, since then, the cops of India or the Jaipur or Rajasthan never contacted me. Despite they must be knowing and keeping a watch that I've reported to cops, people are trespassing into my house. I've already reported that to you on this community, on this YouTube channel, that people are trespassing onto my rooftop, my terrace, many times. I had one CCTV installed there, but that had some issues. There was some issue. It was not working. It's still not working in the correct order. So, but people trespass. Over here, India, there are a lot of population which will trespass. They have the habitual trespassers people. So, folks, all these things are going over here, and I am just very surprised. You can see trespassing goes here just like anything. Over here, you can see a man standing on a vest on the other side, facing my front yard on the other side, and you can see this guy is basically standing there. A lot of construction work equipment is being thrown there as well. So that kind of activity goes over here just like that, and people just trespass around your house. It is just because there are gates. You can see these gates are there. There is a correct boundary. There's a boundary wall, so they cannot trespass into my house. But if this is not there, had I not have the fences around my house, these people from neighbor or from here and there or from outsiders, they would trespass. They would trespass into my house, and I have reported it many times earlier in before 2024 that they are trespassing. I could catch from my CCTVs. So, folks, this is very popular in India. People don't think that trespassing is a big blunder. It's a big criminal activity. They think, oh, if we can trespass uncaught, we are not caught, then we are gods. We have done a trick. We are the people who should be given all the reverence. So they think like that. This is their mindset. Whatever is going over here in Galaxy Enclave, Jaipur, India, this real estate which I'm giving you all time the view, is the mindset of India. If there is grand larceny, there are raping of minor girls, they are raping of females, they are raping of minor girls in Galaxy Enclave, Jaipur, India. There is thug, dacoity, there are MS-13 type gangsters taking people hostage. Even I don't know, but my spiritual sense tells me even the US citizens are being taken hostage here since 2023. This is the mindset of India, folks. So I'm covering this one of my view graph, which is for 16th of May. I did not come out because last I was out was on May 15th, and now today's, which is May 22nd, time you can see it's about midnight of May 22nd, IST, India Standard Time, which is about, you can say, 0021 hours IST, India Standard Time. So I was out for about 40-50 minutes. I had to take my cat also out today, so it was after 7-8 days I could find some time. You can see me over here. I have this light turned on, flashlight, because I need to clearly see what is going around and if there is some animal or something like that, because the cat gets scared and terrified, petrified if there is even a small animal around. But it will catch eventually if it has to. if I has to catch that mouse or something like that. But it's just for that. So you can see I was just spending 4 minutes, 10 minutes outside over my front yard, not stepping out, but then I had to take my cat out. So I thought, okay, why not take my cat out? And you can see it was very quiet outside. You can see the trees, it's having a very quiet breeze. But I don't know what happens whenever, every time when I'm outside, the Mother Nature gives me a very good breeze, and all of a sudden, there will be commotion in the trees in the Mother Nature. All of a sudden, you can see the trees will start flashing around here and there, and they will start, enjoying the good time. So I've seen it. I've given you many times in my past movies, in my past CCTV recordings, that this is what it happens. And very other bizarre phenomena was this tree, which you can see over here in front, also uh, had about a week ago more flowers than the leaves. It is very bizarre. It doesn't happen, but more flowers than leaves. But now their leaves come up. Flowers are hidden. Flowers are also there, but they're hidden now. But anyways, folks, so I had to take my cat out. So I thought, okay, why not? I will just take them out. I could not see. I could not see anything around. So I thought, okay, it's a good peace time. So just have some time out. So after spending 5-10 minutes outside in front yard, then I thought, okay, I'll take the cat out. So you can see over here, I'll give you the complete footage, the complete clippings. Why I do that? So that there are no imposters, thugs around, and the world community is very well aware what has been going over here in this real estate of types Ghislaine Maxwell and Epstein. Many Epstein, many Ghislaine Maxwell type people, personalities are here who may look like very good couple, but their inside intrinsic value, moral, ethical value is zero. They have zero ethical and moral values. They're downtrodden. They are become like disgruntled, or you can say grumpy chaps, grumpy people, grumpy couples who have no ethical moral values, and they'll fall to any level to grab things, to do grand larceny, to get all those benefits which are destined for me, or which were fated for me. The shipments, the ship, the parcels, everything over here since 2023 has been stolen by these dacoits, these MS-30 type gangsters, Epstein, Ghislaine Maxwell type good-looking couples who on the face look very good, but their internals are totally corrupt. They are downtrodden, they are downright corrupt, morally, ethically bankrupt people, pathological liars. They speak lie just like just like butter melts on the plate. They'll speak lie just like that. They are not shameful people. They also have begging tendency. Begging is in the DNA of India. I can tell you 80% of India people have a begging DNA. If you give them opportunity, they'll beg. If you give some opportunity, okay, we are throwing away these 5 things, they'll start begging, and even they'll do a fight, they'll jump on each other, they'll kill each other, they'll cut the throat. They're that kind of people. The mindset of India is not comparable to any other people or nation in the globe. I tell you, no other nation. Don't compare the US citizens with the India people mindset. It's a day and night difference. In India, marital rape is considered as a joke, and even government laughs on it. Whereas in the US and many other nations, 95 plus nations, marital rape is a real rape, just like regular rape. And the laws have been there for many, many years, like in UK, like in Canada. And if the female finds there is a marital rape, she'll report that there is a marital rape. In Canada, if a female is residing, in US female is residing, residing female will claim that it's a marital rape because she has enough proof, and the person will be convicted under marital rape. But India government laughs on it. That's the kind of devil you're dealing with. I openly say that. That's the kind of devil you're dealing with. They say we have no terrorism, but marital rape is not terrorism. For a 1.7 million population, at least 800 people are married. Couples, so you can say around 400 million couples are there. And if marital rape is not a law, it's not a crime, then what is a crime in a marriage? When there are enough proof. Many females are dying on the first night of their marriage. It's a very known fact to India government, but they are blindsided. They say our law, our constitution of India doesn't permit to provide justice to females who are dying out of marital rape. So many females die, and it doesn't become news because people don't care anymore. People say, oh, it's a normal joke. It's a normal joke. They laugh on it. When they read the news that a female died on the first night, then they laugh on the female. Oh, she has died. Good. They start clapping. That's the mindset of India people. They start clapping and they start joking around. And they say, oh, that man or a husband who was overperforming, sexual hyperactivated husband, with performance, action, stamina, strength had made the female bleed profusely. And now she is in hospital and she is died. Within 24 hours of whatever the marital rape is, unnatural sex or whatnot, the female dies of profusely bleeding if she is not immediately taken to the hospital. It is not after 24 days the female will say, oh, something is going on. No. On that first 24 hours, she needs medical attention. And many females in India die. Earlier, they were dying out of dowry, out of demand of dowry or torture of dowry. So, India made Dowry Act somewhere around 2005 or so. So, it's known as 2005 Female Protection Act or Dowry Act. So, a dowry is somebody or something when a husband demands forcefully on the wife or the parents to give the money for whatever reason, car, money, transaction from the bank check, whatnot, instrument, anything. Could be gold, treasure or something like that. Could be, mostly they demand car, house and bank balance. Mostly on the 80%, 90% of the cases, which are dowry cases in India where female are tortured, they have proof, the female have proved in court that this is the transaction we gave them, let's say $200,000 or $100,000 or $1,000,000. That's a banking transaction. They always show the proof to the courts where the case have been proven. Then they have property. Somebody is buying house, somebody is buying shop, somebody is buying warehouse for that husband. The females, perhaps their parents are buying or the female has the money. Sometime they are giving them one or two cars or maybe two-wheeler vehicles like a bike or like scooty or something like that. So these are all given as a proof to the court before the case starts of the dowry. It is covered under IPC 498 and 498A. So a female will provide proof and the court will start the case. It is not without the proof the court will start. Without the proof, court cannot start. The court has to have some proof evidence on file of a banking transaction, of a house property purchase, that transaction, that registry or that sale of deed or you call title deed. Or purchase of a car or a vehicle, whatnot, or purchase of gold jewelry for husband. Normally, the females or the wife are not purchasing gold jewelry for husband because that's not gender sensitive or gender requirement. Mostly males of India husband will demand property. They will demand bank transaction, huge amount of banking transaction, so they can run some business or something like that, or they'll have car, vehicle in their name from wife or their wife parents. So that's Dowry Act in India. Now the act is there, but there is no Marital Rape Act. If person has to confront that marital rape cannot be proven in marriage, then the same can go through for dowry, because marital rape will be proved after the medical examination. So let's say a female is bleeding profusely on the first night of marriage, which is usually in India. Most of the females start profusely bleeding, which is a fact they don't tell you because all of them are hiding severe hair there in their faces. So because they don't have guts to report that marital rape is a rape. Even India females, 600 India females don't have that guts to protest outside. At least 100 million females can protest, married females, that we want marital rape laws. Then the government itself will come down to the knees. But people are shameless here. They're totally shameless. They're totally shameless. They will say, oh, we get that, we are getting raped. But when it comes to court or reporting that this is going on or we have mass protests, they will run away. Because sometimes they fear the state-sponsored terrorism. India is also very popular in the whole world for running state-sponsored terrorism. Yep. They talk about terrorism, but you have no idea what India government is good for as terrorism. State-sponsored terrorism, surveillance, massive surveillance, using military-grade EM weapons on ethnic minorities, specifically Christians, Christian faith people, and Sikh or Khalsa faith people. India is very popular for that, and nations knows. I-7 intelligence is well aware that India is using military-grade EM weapons on ethnic minorities of India. It's called soft genocide. 1984 was hard genocide, 1984 in India. Then the soft genocide continues after 2000 once they got these hands on the military-grade EM weapons. They're using massive surveillance on saints, innocents of Sikh Christian faith because they want to tarnish their image. They will label them terrorists openly. They are shameless people. So they will label them terrorists. India government will maintain a secret database where they will mark them as terrorists without having any proof, just because they want to tarnish, they want to subjugate Christian faith people and Sikh and Khalsa faith people in India. Their agenda is to subjugate, like Hitler. It's just like Hitler. India is becoming Hitler. Already people are raising alarm bells, political circle, that India is becoming Hitler. And I tell you folks, it's just a matter of time. You will know India is the largest hate criminal nation and it'll become a Hitler. It'll have the same rule regulations what Hitler implemented in Germany against Jews or ethnic minorities. India is doing the same, but right now it's doing secretly because there is genocide convention in the whole world. UNS is there on their neck. They will hold their neck. So they are worried. So they use this military grade EM weapons. Next, I have given you already, they'll use genocidal genome weapons using the technology of CRISPR X and mRNA. mRNA technology will be used by India to commit a genocide. They cannot live without genocide, folks. Look at India. Look at the last 80 years of existence. India never existed before 80 years of their history. Before that, forget about it. Thousands years they were enslaved. They were enslaved by Mughals for 800 years. 200 years they were serving the British, the UK rule. So they were enslaved people. Only 80 years of independence, what you call so-called India political boundary right now, is known as so-called independent. But look at their deeds. They have the largest amount of communal violence. No anchor, no public media of India will discuss that India has the largest amount of communal violence. No, they will not, because it's patriotism. They have to hide these their malefic karmas. They only have to say Pakistan is terrorist, Sri Lanka is terrorist, or that nation is terrorist, or that. They only have that duty. They're duty bound to say everyone is terrorist except the rulers of India. That's called dictatorship, folks. What India leadership is now proclaiming, and their charlatans, or what you call their stooges, their agencies, their secret agencies, what they're doing is they are saying, except us, our government institution, everybody else is a terrorist, is in our radar list. Yes, everybody is a terrorist except the people who are in government of India. That's what they are doing for last 80 years since independence. And they are doing it again and again. Sometimes they're labeling Muslim as terrorist. Sometimes they're labeling Christian faith as terrorist people. Sometimes they're labeling Sikh faith as terrorist people. And rape is used as a weapon in India. So raping females, as you know, the marital rape nation, what else can you expect? From India, marital rape nation, what can you expect? They will use rape as a weapon. They are the first one who will grab a female, who will grab and run. And rape is used as a weapon by India government and by India. See what happened in 2002. In 2002, Gujarat massacre or riots between two communities, Muslim and Hindus, many massively Muslim females were gang raped. And out of the communal violence, because they were using rape as a weapon. I am not saying any community in particular, I am saying the government. I don't care whether it's done by Muslim or Hindus or by some other religious minorities or religious people of India. But rape is used as a weapon. That's the mindset of India, folks. You must understand the mindset of the nation. Don't look at one particular leader who may be wearing white clothes, white robe, who may be saying, I am doing this and that, meditation. Don't look at that one person. India is not one person. India is 1.7 billion people. You have to do a consensus. You have to take census of 1.7 billion people and then come out of some conclusion. Use your AI or quantum chips. If you can't do it by yourself, use quantum technology, AI chips, to ask these answers from AI with the mass data available. That which nation has the largest amount of communal violence? It will be India. Which nation uses rape as a weapon? India. Which nation has marital rape as enjoyment, pleasure for males since independence? It will be India. Which nation has largest amount of hate criminals? It will be India. Which nation uses deep state terrorism? It will be India. Which nation uses state sponsored terrorism? The name will be India. Every time it will be India. But 1.7 billion people, like parrots, have been told to be patriotic and just say, oh, we don't see anything. No, we don't see that. Like parrots. You know, trained parrots? When you train a parrot, then they'll repeat the words which you will repeat, they'll repeat, and they'll keep reporting just like that. So they're like patriotic parrots of India. India has also done mass manipulation using mind control technologies, perhaps using military grade EM weapons. That's why they're using on me many times. But they never succeeded because it's not my intelligence who talks, it's the intelligence, super intelligence. At quantum level, these things come out from some other side. They can never conquer that because the devil mindset can never conquer the saints, no matter what they do, no matter how good they become. So eventual battle of World War III will be the spiritual battle, as I've told you, it will be spiritual battle. We'll see how it fares out because World War III has already started. You have seen the results of Putin, Russia, Ukraine, Zelensky, peace deals. Trump has already finally thrown the towel. I predicted before even Trump initiated peace plan for Ukraine, Russia. I told it's not possible. I told them upfront it's not possible. Trump is Trump, so he thought, no, I can do it, because that was his election promise that I will shut down this war within 1 day, when I'm president, 47 president of the US. That was his election promise. I say he has kept a lot of his promise. It is not I'm saying he has not kept his promise. What I'm saying is he did not succeed in obtaining a peace plan for Russia and Ukraine. And I predicted that because I could sense from all the levels of quantum level to other levels, which are spiritual levels, it's not possible. It's not feasible. Why? Because both of the nations, Ukraine and Russia, have gone too far into this war. They have lost too far, they've invested too far, and with this investment, they don't believe that it's better to have a peace plan, because people demand people demand from both sides, or the leaders demand from both sides, are way too high to be salvaged. So folks, that's my conclusion. I have given you that conclusion, what happens. So this is, let's see what Trump is going to go ahead, but I've given you my prediction ahead, and you can see on my tweet, on my X portal, which is at sjsrana 1 as a number digit. So I earlier had Twitter account as at sjsrana without 1 as a digit in suffix. But because that my account was hijacked by Twitter, the hijackers or the criminal cronies, and I was surprised why they did that, because I had done nothing wrong, no wrongdoing. I didn't post anything which was explicit or wrong or some hatred speech, but they still do it because they were fearful of the knowledge I was presenting to the globe. So my at sjsrana original Twitter handle was hijacked by Twitter company. Then Twitter had to was thrown out. Twitter were thrown out. Their employees were thrown out after Twitter. Those malicious people, specifically those the top branch of management, were all thrown out by Elon Musk. So this is what happens, folks. It's karma. Now they are hiding their places here and there. They are a company with no name, which is known as Twitter. It's now Elon Musk only. Elon Musk brought freedom on Twitter, so he renamed it to X, because Twitter would be carrying that old backlog of malefic karma of hijacking accounts of innocents and saints on the globe. So Elon Musk said, let's give a new name. He coined X, and it's x.com now. So on that same line, I would say that, which I've covered topic in earlier brief, that Facebook, Meta, Zuckerberg has hijacked my account for last 3 months. My Facebook account, my Instagram account, my Threads account. So my handle was sjsrana555 on Facebook. Trust 1 as a number, must on Facebook. They were hijacked. I also wanted to get my original handle sjsrana, but some imposter, some thug, some scammer in India has already hijacked that account or taken that name, which is sjsrana. And that person, a hijacker of that Facebook, which is fb.com/sjsrana, has no link towards sjsrana, but he was imposter, he was thug, he was a scammer, because he knew sjsrana name is very popular because of me. My sjsrana name has been there for me for last 25 years, 30 years. You can see my sjsrana at yahoo.com is original coin name as sjsrana. Then I had sjsrana at gmail.com. Then I had sjsrana at oneworldpress.org. The sjsrana Gmail is almost 25-30 years old name. Then I got very late into Facebook, because I was not into Facebook much, because I was running oneworldpress.wordpress.com portal from 2010. But some hijacker from India, imposter, thug, as you are aware, India's largest population of impersonators, thugs, scammers, dacoit people who have this mindset, that some person hijacked my name sjsrana on Facebook. That name which is used by me only. So he had no relevance to use that name, but still, because somebody or deep state perhaps wanted to use that name, misuse. I don't know what happened, because that account is private. Unlike my accounts are public always, people can see. I never use private account on my Instagram, even on my Instagram, Facebook, Threads, it was all public. Even on X, it's all public. I never use private account, but that person Imposter thug, I don't know what mindset he may have. I never lodged a police complaint because I said he will face his karma of using such name of the other person and trying to be imposter impersonator using Facebook slash sjsrana. That person is a dubious person. He is an imposter impersonator who has used my name and run his Facebook account. So you need to check he has done it in private so that he can do it in secret, whatever the deep state terrorism or other activities or maybe terrorist activities. It should be all private, or maybe he's trying to run a sex trafficking, trying to entice females, but that's all private. So never fall for fb.com/sjsrana. So anyways folks, Zuckerberg virus anaconda Meta hijacked all my accounts for last 3.5 months. Permanently hijacked now I guess, because I don't see my even accounts coming up now. So anyways, I had to quit Facebook anyways. I have already done his big parade that Facebook will be split. Meta will be split. It has to be split. If not, then Mother Nature wrath will fall on the US. I've already given that prediction from very beginning. Mother Nature wrath will fall on the US if they don't split Meta anaconda virus. Meta companies, Facebook, Instagram, Threads have to be split. These social media giants all are running social media. Why so many social media is running? Is all across all the form. So that has to be split. If not, Mother Nature wrath will continue on the US. And you have seen latest tornadoes, huge scale tornadoes. They have historically broken all the records, which was in Kentucky. You are aware of the Kentucky, how St. Louis, all these areas was decimated by Mother Nature wrath. And it is just the trailer show. It's just the beginning, folks. I've already alerted day before when these tornadoes will hit, historical tornadoes, day before, without going through any forecast. Even the forecast people didn't forecast that. I gave my predictions to all the top brass of the US on my X portal sjsrana 1, and they are very well aware that I gave them alert, pre-warning that be prepared, be warned that Mother Nature wrath is going to fall now. It's going to be across the globe, but anywhere where there are more sins or there are more pending malefic karma, malicious karma, it will be much more. So we have seen Kentucky, the results, very tragic. I will say very tragic. It's not what I have done, but it's Mother Nature. I only said like a messenger, don't shoot the messenger. I've already given you a message which I got from Mother Nature. So whenever I hear from Mother Nature the message, I give it to you folks. So you can save yourself or you can ask for forgiveness. Only then you will be forgiven. Otherwise, Mother Nature wrath is ruthless, man. So this was just a trailer to the US or a globe across, wherever there are sins, where there are sinners who are increasing in number. India is due for a mega quake. Don't think Mother Nature is going to leave India. It is not doing tidbits to India like a small twister or hurricane here and there. It's going to do a mega quake to India. I'm giving you that headings, that warning, because I know the date and time. Mother Nature has revealed to me, and they say we are going to give a big shocker to India. This marital rape nation, these hate criminal nations, these racist faces, Hitler nation, India, the largest ethnical genocide nation, India, will be taught a big lesson by Mother Nature. So there's going to be a mega quake for India. So don't think that they are not doing anything to India. India had to pay back a big time, folks, big time. US is paying small debt, small sinner debt. So all these twisters are very small in nature. But India has to pay big time. You have no idea about India government, their deep state terrorism, what they're doing. You have no idea. Their hate criminal mindset will never go. They are born people with hate criminal DNA. It's in their DNA. The hate crimes, the hate criminal mindset is in DNA of India people. 8 out of every 10 India person is downright corrupt, morally, ethically bankrupt, pathological liars with exceptional hate crimes against humanity, truth tellers, saints, and SJ's personality, original personality, which you're seeing me standing in front of my front gate open and front yard open. So whenever I'm available, as I told you, I'll leave this front gate open. If I'm not available, no matter what I'm doing, I'm in spiritual practice, I will not open the gate. Gate opening means I'm available. I'm available for that time, and if you want to meet me, you can come, because my doorbell has no use for me, even though it's there outside, because I'm in deep spiritual practice. Even if the doorbell rings, I'm not going to be attending you for maybe half an hour, 1 hour, maybe 4 hours. It depends on the meditation, on the transcendental meditation I'm going through. It could be 2 hours, it could be 3 hours, I may not come out. So what good is doorbell? Yeah, if there is a message I receive on WhatsApp or on my messenger, then it's fine. which I don't. As you can see, India government deep state terrorism has basically hijacked or banned all my comments on YouTube. People can't comment on my YouTube channels. This YouTube, which are you're seeing on this YouTube, you can try commenting, you will not be able to comment. It's the deep state terrorism of India, and India calls everyone else as terrorists except India, because India government is never a terrorist. It never does deep state terrorism. It never has done a genocide. No, India government say we never did a genocide. It was only casual killing of people. They call 1984 casual killing of people, then 2002 casual killings of people, then elsewhere in Manipur after 2023, 24, 25, casual killing of people, mostly ethnic minorities. They take it very casually, folks. Killing people, masses, or you can say like a manslaughter, is taken very lightly, casually by India government if they have done it. If India government has done it, if they are part and parcel of it. But if it is even a single person or 2 person are killed by some other nation, like say Pakistan or some Kashmir, somewhere from Sri Lanka or some other nation, let's say, then they'll call, oh, big terrorism, we need to use nuclear weapon now. That kind of people are here, folks. This is India mindset. I'm revealing you what no one else will, because only saints and true people can tell you the truth. Rest people don't have guts to tell the truth. Around my neighborhood, where I'm residing over here, Galaxy Enclave, Jaipur, India, you must have seen lot of imposters, thugs, devils. They don't have guts to speak truth. Their whole life is based on scamming, speaking lies, scamming, thugging, grabbing, hijacking, raping females, raping minor girls. Yep, their whole life is bent on that. Why would they speak against government or anything that, oh, this is wrong what you're doing? Because they don't have guts. They don't have that guts from inside. It's a 0-0 gold medal Olympic nation. Never forget that. India is a 0-0 Olympic gold medal nation. The only reason is they don't have internal strength, which comes from internal, not eating probiotics or eating a lot of protein or lot of shakes or doing a lot of exercises. No, it doesn't come from that. 1.7 billion people of India needs to realize winning the Olympics, gold medals like China, like USA, they need internal truth and value. If they don't have that spiritual value, meditation value, they will never win gold medals. That's what happened in France 2024. 1.7 billion population in India won 0 gold medal. 0 gold medal. Marital rape nation performing daily performance action stamina on bedrooms over their wife. From first night raping of their wife, bleeding profusely. That's the stamina strength action. Even court doesn't convict those people, those males. They say that's your Olympics. And India government is distributing gold medals to all those people. I tell you, internally they are very happy because they have surveillance over them. They say, oh, look at this person, he's raping his wife and she's bleeding now profusely. They are having surveillance over everyone. Don't think India government is doing a lot of things which are not done by democratic nation. It's not a democratic value, but they'll do it. They'll have arbitrary surveillance, day and night surveillance over innocent saints. They will call anybody a terrorist. They can call me sjsrana as a terrorist. Yes, they can easily label them, or their stooges will call them. Why? Because they'll say, oh, he's making ICBM for China. India government can label me anytime that sjsrana, Surinderjit Rana, is making or found to making ICBM for China. They'll say, how come you know that he was making ICBM? Oh, they say we found that cloth over there, or we found that paint which was used on ICBM. We found that paint around his house, around his residence. And just because he found a paint, then sjsrana is liable for it. So anything around me, if it is found, let's say my cloth I trash or something I trash, and somebody discovers, oh, there's a cloth in the trash, he puts it outside, then India government, deep state terrorism will label me for that purpose. Perhaps terrorism, perhaps grand larceny, or perhaps rapes or what. They are deep state terrorist people. I have gone through 2-3 times as a court case under deep state terrorism. So it's not that which I've discovered. I've given you details in my last May 15th, May 14th YouTube video, where I've given you that 2 ladies conspired against me as a MS-13 gangster teamwork to file fabricated case on me. So that's official knowledge which I know, only official. But I know there have been many attempts by deep state terrorism of India to label me for worse of things which I am not involved at all, which I am nowhere near, but they have labeled me. They have tried to label me, but they failed because the facts, The truth itself speaks. Even though I was not communicated, I was never told about anything that this case is running or there is a zero FIR or this FIR by anyone. But I know they are very capable of that. Deep state terrorism of India, you have no idea, folks. You have to revisit Hitler to learn what India is all about. If you have forgotten the lesson of Hitler, then you can never understand India and India government. Their deep state terrorism goes very deep because I told you hate crimes is in the DNA of India people. India people are born with hate criminal DNA. 8 out of every 10 India population. I proclaim it openly. They're born with a hate crime DNA. They are born with a hate crime DNA. So only just 3-4 years, 5 years on their gaining birth, the DNA start reflecting the hate crimes against other people. So India is a popular nation of communal violence. No wonder why, because hate crime is the DNA of India. You have to understand DNA of India, folks. 1.7 million population, to understand their mindset, what they are capable of. And they all call themselves saints. They call their spiritual people. They're visiting temple daily. Many people are visiting 5-10 temples, or their whatever they have, mosque or what they call the church or gurdwara in India. Whatever they have faith. I'm not talking about one faith. I'm talking about the DNA of India. Hate crimes is in the DNA of India. 8 out of every 10 India population is downright corrupt, mostly morally, ethically bankrupt, pathological liars with exceptional hate crimes against humanity, truth tellers. So that's my key message every time. Never forget about India. And whatever you're seeing around over here for past 2 years, since 2023 is mindset of India. If they are raping minor girls in Galaxy Enclave, Jaipur, India, under deep state terrorism of India agenda, raping of minor girls, then it's deep state terrorism of India. If they are not convicting the parents, filing a false fabricated case on innocent saints, then it's deep state terrorism of India. What else do you need to see? If you have this information, because I don't get any information, but I'm telling you, then it's a deep state terrorism, Hitler of India. The Hitlers, rulers of India, the government, that's what they're capable of. Ruining the life of innocent saints of India, basically, specifically targeting ethnic minorities, Christian faith and Sikh faith people. They have been targeting every time since 1947, and it will continue to do so unless the name of India changes. Unless these people go through some major war of nuclear holocaust or nuclear blast where 70-80% of India population dies. Otherwise, the hate crime mindset of DNA will never vanish. I have given you that proclamation. So many saints have come to India. All the big saints, major saints have come to India, but they have never been able to rectify DNA of India, which is of hate crimes. Their mindset is built with hate crimes. They're always conspiring behind their minds. Whenever you find people around over here, you know very well aware, they're very good in speaking. They look like as if they are saints, but you know what their internal deeds are. You know how criminal they are from inside, the hate crimes they have, the grand larceny people over here. Whatever you're seeing here for last 2 years, 2023 onwards, is the mindset of India. If they've tried to obscure things from me, which obviously I'm telling you every time, I'm never given any information. You can see I was here for almost 45 minutes outside. Did you see anyone coming to me? Did you see even the security guards? I was seeing 3-4 security guards sitting, or there people sitting at the ground, park, which you are seeing in front of me over there. I never went there. I was only trolling my cats around. I went to the garden, to the park for about few minutes, 15 minutes, because my cat wanted to go over there. She smelled something. So I had to go rush to the garden over here. But do you see anybody talking to me or giving information, the original personality as sjsrana? No. So it's the mindset of India, folks. Whatever you're seeing here, and I'm giving these glimpses, the inner window, this is mindset of India. Hate crime, grand larceny, thugging, dacoity, plundering, looting the other people's stuff, then not telling the truth. Not telling the truth. It's a big crime in US. But in India, it's not a crime. Even India government says, oh, this is good for us. Speaking lies, deceit, deception is good for India. Even India government claims that. But in US, you know how big deal it is. It's a big crime if you're telling lies or under the oath, or if you are doing, it's become a federal crime. Felony. If you're speaking lies under oath or to the Senate or the Judiciary Committee, the US House Judiciary Committee undertaking oath, you're telling lies, it's a big deal. In US, in France, in Germany, in UK, it's a big deal. In Australia, it's a big deal. In Canada, it's a big deal. But in India government says telling lie is our DNA. They say, how can we complain on our DNA? Telling lies, spreading lies, deceit, deception is in the DNA of India. Why would they speak against it, folks? You must understand the DNA of India. Don't talk about 1 or 2% of India. Take the whole census of 1.7 billion population, their DNA, and you will come to know 8 out of every 10 India population is downright corrupt, mostly morally, ethically bankrupt people, pathological liars. It's in the DNA of India. It's make in India DNA. Telling lies, spreading deceit, information, spreading false information, misinformation, tarnishing images of saints, calling them terrorists, calling every other religion as terrorist, every other religion as terrorist religion, or they have this problem or they have that problem. Oh, they are not following our customs, our religious people. Some follow paganism over here. They are following the idol worship or whatnot. So they have their contentions like that. Or they are not doing idol worship, so perhaps they are not like us. People need to follow that idol worship or paganism or whatnot. So I'm not saying about for one community or one religion. I'm saying this is the mindset. This is what goes in that. Oh, that person is going to church, that is going to mosque, that is going to temple, that is going to gurdwara. So the DNA has hate crimes. India people have hate crimes in their DNA. If you have refined your genome research, then take India DNA and do a complete research. It is a blueprint you will get about India. Before even you become nincompoop, like follow their monkey business, you become monkey. Whenever you have a monkey business with India, whenever you forge bilateral ties with India, it's like you become monkey because they have a monkey business. Recently, big fraud names have come from Infosys, from Adani also was labeled in US by some firms that they have done large frauds in US. Infosys was labeled the top company of India, IT company, was under visa violations, visa rules, H1 or L1, those visas were violated in US. They have their big lawsuits and big settlements done. Many of the companies like TCS were also named one or twice, but Infosys was big highlighted because it's the biggest IT blue chip company of India. I've been to the US, as I've told you, in 1999, I landed in US. I worked for blue chip companies in the US in the IT sector under the database, as you're well aware. So I'm the same personality, no other personality comes to get that fact over here in Galaxy Enclave, Jaipur, India, or from over here, because a lot of deep state terrorism will put you or will give you only those imposters, impersonator thugs. That's the deep state terrorism of India. They will never say, no, the original personality is this personality. They will never tell you the originality of the personality. Because why? Hate crimes, deceit, deception is in the DNA of India. I give you all the facts upfront that hate crime towards innocent saint is in the DNA of India. And India government, 99% have hate crimes. India government people, 99% you can by default say they have hate crimes. They have hate crimes just like that. Only then they get selection for the India government jobs. Only then, if they have hate crimes in their DNA. The pure hate criminal DNAs will be inducted by India government. They must have hate crimes or else they are not part of India government. So for that hate crime, they have to hate saints. They have to hate people who are following the path of truth, who are not raping females, who are not raping marital rape, who are not doing rape of minor girls. India government will hate those people. They will never credit. They will say put more surveillance on that person. Why? People will ask. Because he's not doing rape of minor girls. We need to put him under surveillance. He's not doing marital rape, put him under surveillance. He's not doing any rape, any molestation, put him under surveillance. 24/7. Use all electromagnetic weapons of India, military grade, to surveillance that person because he's not raping minor girls. Why? When we are doing the same, why he's not doing it? The DNA, folks, corrupted DNA of India. That's why I avoid people. There was a latest covering I was doing today. A very good lady named Maria, who was doing some interview on CBS Morning, on the early morning news, that she was saying how to have good relationship in dates. So she was describing that she's authored a book on having a good relationship using dates. When two people, male female, have a date together, what they should do, what they should not do. So a lot of those topics she has discussed, put under that topic, that a person, female or male, should go out and at least say hi or hello to 5 people, whosoever they meet around the neighborhood or whenever they're strolling in garden or whatever. They should say at least hi or hello to 5 people. Same true for female, same true for male. That was the book in USA. And I was laughing. I kept laughing. I said, yeah, it'll only work in US. The whole world is not like that. The world has different aptitude and different tenacity and different dexterity or different tolerance towards saying upfront hi and hello. Specifically, let's say if you go in Saudi Arabia and say hi and hello, approach to a female, then you could be suspected as a predator or pervert or somebody who's following or gang stalking a female. You can never say upfront to five females hi and hello just like that, or say you show your face. So in India, same things in India. If you go and say hi and hello to females, then you can be suspected as a gang stalker. And also, most of the pervert will not say hi and hello to the females or the girls of India. The perverts of India will grab her, will grope her, will grab her, will touch her inappropriately. That's how they say hi and hello. And these are criminal mindset, the DNA of India, the rapist mindset of India, DNA, that will grope that female, that will grab her by private parts, then say this is our hi. They will not say anything. They say we do not say anything. You should be silent. And they say the perverts, predators of India say behave like monkeys. What will monkey do? Monkey never talks. Monkey will never have a discourse with a male or female. Whenever a monkey sees a female, he is only going to grab or grope her. No communication will be there, no consent will be taken. Same is what India is doing. India has the same mindset philosophy like monkeys. Behave like monkey and do a monkey business. So what will monkey do when a monkey sees a female? What will a India monkey do when a India monkey sees a female? Grope her, grab her by her private parts. Don't talk, don't use human languages, don't have speech, remain silent, just grab her, grab and run. That's the mindset DNA of India, folks. And that's why India has the largest population of rapists and has the largest clocking rape nation. Every 15 minutes, a female is raped in India. Minor girl is raped every 15 minutes. And this is excluding marital rape Olympics of India. If we start counting marital rape Olympics of India, then every 50 or 30 seconds, a female is raped in India. If you include marital rape as a real rape in India culture values by India government, then every 30 seconds a female is being raped in India. That's the Olympics of India, folks. Why will they perform in France Olympics getting a gold medal? Who will do such hard work? Who will do such hard work? That is what the population says. So this 600 billion US dollar deal is really very great for America. It's going to create jobs. They also signed the deal for $142 billion of military exchange, military equipment purchase from America. So that is good, phenomenal, successful story for Trump. Thereafter, he has moved on to Qatar now, where he has already received red carpet welcome. And he's also going to make some deals over here, then move on to UAE. During this trip, he is meeting other leaders like leaders of Syria. Perhaps he's on talks with Iran also, and a lot of other leaders of Middle East. So what Trump is trying to do here is trying to weave out or see if he can have some peace deal negotiated and Iran can come out of nuclear weapon development program, so there's a peace in the region. So that's what Trump is trying to achieve. But I tell you folks, I see things differently from my remote vision and sixth sense. I've already alerted that there seems to be some war brewing up between Israel, Syria and Iran. It's possible, quite possible in near future. I will tell you date and time ahead of time, because I keep predicting every time what is going to happen. But what happens is there are a lot of credit takers around my neighborhood, or imposters of India, you can call the scammers of India, who take credit for everything I tell you beforehand. And they start taking the credit, and they visit the people, they hijack the personalities who wants to meet me, and in that way the original personality is left behind, while these imposters, thugs, racist faces, rapists, MS-13 type gangsters around my neighborhood keeps getting all the benefit, all the international visa of US, UK, France, Australia, Canada. So these kinds of activity, they're also taking money, cash, lottery, visa, parcel, stuff, shipment. All this has been hijacked. It's under a grand larceny, which I've already reported. I'm reporting every time. So you got to be very aware when you try to approach me at over here, which is Real Estate Galaxy Enclave, Jaipur, India. So you got to be very careful. You must be able to contact me first over phone or have a message so that you are pretty sure that you're talking to me and you're going to meet me. Because my 80%, 90% of my time is reserved for spiritual practice. I really don't get time for 2 or 3 minutes, even 10 minutes to spare outside. It is only because I have 3 cats, so sometimes I have to take cat outside so she gets fresh air. I also get some fresh air sometime. Just like I was venturing out today from 3 a.m. or 300 hours IST on May 15. I was out for almost 30-35 minutes, had my cat roll out, and then also I was out for about 10-15 minutes by myself to just take a troll around my neighborhood street. So as I've reported you, I've given you a lot of glimpse earlier that I reported to the cops over here, the cops of Jaipur Association or the Kalwara, which is a district level here, where I've reported to the cops on April 21st, 2024, that people are trespassing into my house. And their burglary, I see burglary is there, theft is there. First I reported to the local Galaxy people, the real estate property where I'm living. So because it's a gated community, I asked them, did you find the thief, or did you know what happened, or do you have CCTV? But they had nothing. I was very surprised. They said, we don't know, we don't have any CCTV, we don't have any coverage where we can give you of that date. So they only had backup of 7 days. I said, what good is that commercial 100 or 200 cameras you have all around the Galaxy Enclave or property, where you don't have a backup for at least 2 months or 3 months? Now the burglary is done. If you don't have CCTV, I may have to go report to cops. So after noting down on their daily diary in basically in Galaxy Enclave register, you call it complaint register, I've issued that there was theft, there was burglary. I don't know the exact date because I don't have that CCTV backup. I don't have that backup. I don't know what time they would have done it. So my guess was sometime around Holi on 2024, which was around 10 or 11th of the date, so or 15th, around that time. So then afterwards I reported to the cops. Here's the copy. The copy is written by the cop himself, the officer himself, and he has handwritten this complaint. It still in the file of Kalwara police station over here. They have not taken any action. They have not communicated with me afterwards. I visited them twice or thrice, and after that I stopped pursuing because the theft was there. I indicated them trespassing is done on my villa residence over here, and I'm suspect people are trespassing when I leave for my residence. So they have to be on alert, that they must keep a watch, because I was sure that these items may not be able to get recovered, because anyhow it was my electronic meters or equipments or instruments. It was not of that big deal like big equipment or big theft, but the theft was quite consequential for me, because then I know people are trespassing. So I was surprised. That's why I have to report this cop. And this cop, some officer named Govind, who was in charge at that time in the station, police station. He registered this complaint, and it is handwritten by him. You can see my signature at the bottom, and over there I have mentioned my electric equipments were stolen. Other things which I also had suspicion, I wrote down there, that I suspect that my batteries, or you can say it is called like lithium ion batteries, they were stolen, and also some other equipment. But basically all the electric equipments which I mentioned here, like meters, measuring instruments, were stolen. I could never see them, and I still know that they are missing from my house. Somebody has trespassed into my house around April month of 2024 year, and they took a lot of stuff from my house. See, I'm a single man person. I get a lot of things which I do keep in reserve. I don't keep a record or inventory because it's not an office. It's not some warehouse where I have to keep an inventory. So I use these equipments like electronic meters, DC meters, when I need it in my projects. So otherwise I keep it at a safe so that I can access them when I need them. So anyways, this is a copy. You can see I'm sharing with you that I've reported to cops on April 21st, 2024, that people are trespassing into my house. So that's also a danger sign, that because if people are trespassing, then a lot of untoward incidents can happen. So I had reported to the cops, and also after that, as a precautionary measure, I installed digital locks in the main gates. They are like digitally secured, and they give me alerts anytime the gate is accessed. So folks, these improvisions I did for my house. So I had more locks and latches. I installed more cameras covering every area zone of my house internally. Externally, I'm not that
Only
worried
reason I'm
because
sharing all this clipping, all
there's
these
nothing much
snaps
to be
of
stolen
mine
from
is
outside.
so that there is
If
no
you can see car in
ambiguity,
my
there is
front
no
yard can be stolen, then obviously it's a big deal.
or
The moving car
impersonators
cannot
who are going to
be skipped by the cameras
basically
or other
impersonate as
events.
me, as
But the
Surinderjit
minor
Rana.
items, these people
Here
were
as
stealing,
giving
trespassing
you
into my
some of the
house.
glimpse of my
I
front
know
yard of my
from
residence
2023, lot of
here at
trespassing
Galaxy
was going on.
Jaipur, India.
Only spiritual sense
And
would
this
tell
is
me,
Villa 77.
not otherwise.
As you can see, I'm
That's why I
giving
keep
some of the
telling you
glimpse. It
folks,
was
my
very good
spiritual
time.
sense
I
is
was out
highly activated. I
on
come to know when India
at
government,
about
deep state
9
terrorism is using EM weapons on
47
me.
p.m.
I've been
which is
reporting to you every time on my email that they are using
2147
weapons on me, which is
hours
military grade EM
IST,
weapons
India
in
Standard Time.
civilian zone
So
on
this is all
civilians.
India Standard Time.
So
As
why
you
the
can see,
military
I'm
grade
giving some of
weapons
the
are
glimpse
being
of my
used? That's
residence.
the
My
question
name
I
is
raised to
there
India government. They
on
never
the
replied.
front door.
But
Always
yeah,
seen
after
from,
reporting,
at least
they get
10 meters
highlighted.
away,
They
12
turned off
meters
that
away.
EM
You can see
weapon.
it's written Surinderjit Singh Rana.
So these
Rana.
tactics were done
Just so that there
and
is
you
no
don't call it
ambiguity.
a terrorism. What else
And
will
my
you call
villa
it?
is here, the number is
So
here.
folks, lot of
These are
things
all
are
just
there
an
which have to be
indication I'm
unearthed,
sharing with
which
you
have
that
to be
there are
seen in
people,
reality,
thugs around.
so that you can
Galaxy
understand
Enclave,
exactly what's the
real
real
estate is
real
known
deal
for
here. What's going beneath the
MS-30 type
surface.
gangsters.
So I keep reporting
They're
that
like
you can see me
sex
over here.
trafficking
Time
people,
is about 3
taking
a.m.
hostage like
in the morning or May
Epstein,
15. You
Diddy
can see on
Combs.
CCTV
Same
log
as
that it's about
pedophile island
300
of
hours
Epstein
early morning.
in New
So
York,
I
which
could
is
spend some
run
time,
by
about
Glenn
40
Maxwell,
minutes, 45
the
minutes,
female who would
and I was seeing what
basically
kind of reaction I will get.
procure girls,
So I
minor
share all
girls
these
for
clippings
Epstein,
that you are
sexual
aware
desires.
that I am seen.
So
I'm
this is
visible, but
same
those
story
devils
over
run
here.
away.
I've been reporting to cops.
The rapist devils,
India,
the grand larceny
and as
people,
well as
they
to the
always
highest
run away.
authority of India.
They always run
Also
away.
to the
So
international
that is what
human rights
I'm
and
trying to
guild that
prove you every time.
please be aware
And
that this
the
real
point
estate
of
of
releasing these
Epstein and
videos
Glenn
are just to
Maxwell
make
type
sure
personalities
that
is
very
very
popular
popular
for
for
raping
fooled by
females,
the monkey
for
business of
sex
India over here,
trafficking, for
running
human
since
trafficking,
2023 of grand larceny.
just like Diddy Combs is
Thug,
facing the
dacoity,
trial day 2.
scamming,
So before I
impersonation,
would delve into
gang
this
raping, gang stalking
bigger
females,
ball
gang
game, but
stalking
let's go to
females,
the day 2
and gang
live.
raping them,
Diddy Combs
raping
trial,
of
it's
minor
underway
girls.
right now when I'm
As
speaking.
I sense from a spiritual
Time over
sense,
here in
I
India
have
is
no
about
idea, no clue. As I keep
22
telling you that
people
20 to 30 hours
trespass into
IST
my
India
house, so
Standard
I have
Time
that
on May
spiritual
13th.
sense suspicion
So it's
on
just
August
like
14,
1 or 1.5 hour
2024,
more for May 14th
while I
to
was
turn
out
over in
dining out
India. So as you can
just
see,
by
this is
myself
the
and doing
depiction
some
of
grocery,
inside
important
court trial.
grocery.
Diddy Combs can be
Somebody had
seen in the
trespassed
middle,
into my house on
turning his
August
head
14,
back, perhaps
2024.
waving to the
And I was very
family
surprised
members.
when I came
Many
back.
of her
I saw my
daughters
CCTV
and
from
sons are
that
participating. Almost 7
3 or 4 hour
issues
of
he
window
had.
was
Kids,
missing.
they are there
Actually, someone
in the
turned
courtroom
off,
as well as
or
mother
there was a
and
problem in
the other
the
people
electricity.
from
I
his
don't know.
family.
It was
So
not there.
Cassie
When I
Ventura on
when I
day
came
2
back
has
home,
given the
I
vivid
saw it.
graphic
I saw it working.
description and
So
depiction
that's
of
the
how
reason
Diddy
I'm
Combs
telling you
used to
people,
exploit females.
and I'm reporting to cops.
While
People are
she was her
trespassing
girlfriend,
around my
but
house,
other
into my
girlfriends,
house.
she had many other
Maybe a
females at the
rooftop.
same time.
So if you
So
see,
folks,
except
whenever a
me, you
person
have
is
my
having
signature,
whenever
my
a person
aura.
is having
If
many
anybody else
females
is
or
there,
maybe
that
one or
is
two females
100%
at
a
the
thug,
same time,
rapist, racist,
when
fascist, devil,
the person is living with
MS-30
some
type
other
gangsters
partner,
on my
the
rooftop.
female,
It is
then
me
this is the high
alone,
time the female
because
should
as you
realize
can
and
always
learn
see,
that this
I'm
is
never
time
seen
to
the
leave
people
that
around over
personality
here.
and
Because
run away.
I keep telling you,
This
every
is
8 out of 10
the
India population is
sexual
downright corrupt,
perversion,
mostly
in the
morally,
mindset.
ethically bankrupt,
Yeah, once you
pathological
have
liars
separation from your
with
girlfriend,
exceptional hate
at least
crimes
you need
against
at
humanity,
least,
truth
in
tellers,
my opinion,
and
1.5 to
sjsrana,
2
the original
years
personality
from that
Surinderjit
girlfriend
Singh,
which
as
you
you can
have
see me around
that
over here.
partner,
Having
female
some
wife,
fresh
whatever
air,
you have
Mother
separated,
Nature
then you can look
closeness
around
at
the other
early
opportunity
morning
after
hours,
2
which
years.
is 300
There is no
hours IST,
reconciliation
India Standard Time.
because
May
right now
15.
it's pointless to
So folks,
continue
all these
any
details I've
relationship
already
if
given
there
you
is
in
no
my past videos. You can see
temper
the
or
coverage.
same
I may
temperament.
play that
And this is
voice
having
again,
the
or
effect
that
on the whole
I may
world.
insert it over
In fact,
here,
in India,
just so
the
that you are
divorce
aware.
have catch
But
up, they've really caught
basically,
up,
I'm not going to do
and
much
lot
of
of people,
coverage
lot of
apart
families
from what
I've
already
seen
covered.
filing
I've
divorce
given you all the details.
because they don't see a complete tune-up and they
Sex
see this is
trafficking
a
was
disarray.
very prevalent
So better part of early
since
than to wait for
2023,
10-12
and
years
the
have
gangsters barricades,
racist faces
and then start
gangsters.
doing
Yep.
the tussle and
Racist,
ruin the life of the
which
kids.
hate
So
Christianity,
whenever a female or
which
male
hate
is
the
making
Sikh
that
faith or
decision
the
to
Khalsa
cut
faith
off
people,
when
perhaps
they
the
have
Muslim
kids,
people,
it's the
over here were
most
the
disgusting,
like
most
most
disgusting
disgusting
over here since
in nature
2023.
of this separation.
And I don't know,
Unless they
because no
find the
communication
husband
has been
or the
passed
female
ever.
or the wife are
Ever
having
no
something
communication
very
has passed to me. If
malign in
someone has come
nature,
to meet me,
maybe
or
they
there's
have a bad
something,
company or
some
extramarital
partial
relationship,
shipment,
or they are
or
drug
some other
abuser
thing,
like
some
India
where
liquor
I have to
drinking
go,
husband,
or
they're
somebody
forcing
has
marital
asked
rape on
to
the
see
female's
me,
mouth
like
sack mostly.
some
So most of
company
the India
people,
liquor
or
drinking
some other
husband will
wants
be
to meet forcing
me.
mouth
I've never
sex
been passed
on their
any
wife.
information, folks.
That's why
As you can
females
see,
of
I'm trolling
India
around.
avoid
No one is
liquor
here.
drinking,
Although there are
husband,
guards
unless
sitting
they are
around.
used to that
Guards
kind
are
of
always
activities.
there. The guards
Only
of
those females will
Galaxy and
stay in that
Trevor, the
marriage who
people
are
sitting
used
in
to that
the
activity,
in the
or they
garden
perhaps
over
love
here,
that
and they
activity.
know me. They
So
watch
mouth
me. They
sex
saw
they
me. I'm
force,
on
and
the
that's
street.
marital rape in
I'm
India.
taking a walk.
But India
But
government says
just
no,
like
that's not an issue.
there's no message for me. There's
That's
nothing
good
for
for
me.
Olympics.
So the guard was
France
sitting
Olympics
at the center
2024 gold
stage
medals.
of the
India will be
garden on
winning
the
a lot
left
of gold
side,
medals, they say,
and he
if
saw
they
me,
continue with
but
marital rape of female.
he had no message
And the
for
India
me. No
liquor
message,
drinking husband
nothing.
are forcing mouth
So I had
sex
a
on
troll. I
females.
came back.
This is
Then
performance
obviously
stamina
I had to
strength
take my cat
of
out
India
after
Olympics. Daily
doing
played,
this troll
and
just
India
by
government is
myself.
distributing
My
gold
spiritual
medals to all
sense,
the
what
best
I'm
performers
getting
of
around.
India.
So I'm just
Because
sharing you that
India
part,
government,
whatever is going
Union of
around. So
India is
you
the
are well
first
aware,
one
and you're
first one
not
to
be
fight a
fooled
battle
by
against
some
marital rape
gangsters or
in Supreme
MS-13
Court.
people, or perhaps
Supreme Court
deep
has raised
state,
many
deep
times
state
this issue
terrorism
several
of
times,
India.
but India government
That, oh,
is
this
there
person
raising
is
this
not
issue.
there, oh,
No,
he doesn't reside,
marital
oh, he's
rape
not
is
there, he
cultural
doesn't come
value of
out.
India,
We don't
and
know.
if
So all
female
these
die,
monkey business
because most of
can
the
be put
females
to an
die
end.
with the marital rape
It's very
within
important, all
24
these
hours
things are
of
putting
first night
their
of
monkey
marriage,
business to an
and
end.
they say this is
And they have been
India
running
cultural
this
value.
monkey
They're
business
learning the
from
playing
2023,
Olympics
which
game.
I've shared with you
That's
every
how
time.
India is winning
Okay,
gold
folks,
medals
I
in
take the
Olympics
leave here.
with 1.7 billion population. So on this Diddy Combs Day 2, live trial is undergoing right now in the US courts and New York, and we'll see how it pans out. But I've already given prediction even in my last reporting on YouTube on May 13, 2025, that Diddy Combs will be convicted. My idea is, my remote vision says 7 to 10 years of sentencing to Diddy Combs. It'll happen, folks. That's what I'm trying to give predictions to the world. Every time, even before Ghislaine Maxwell was convicted, I gave the conviction that she's getting into jail. Then for Harvey Weinstein, I gave the prediction. For R. Kelly, I gave the prediction. And I gave for many other people whatever is going on ahead of time. Epstein also, I gave the prediction that he's not coming out of the jail. That's what I saw and that's what I said. So all these predictions I gave to the world community so that they pay heed and they try to rectify themselves if they need to, or pay heed to these world events and take their course, the best course they have possible with their realms. So over here, Cassie Ventura has been giving the complete depiction, graphic details, how Diddy Combs used to have multiple females friend, and while having a girlfriend, and then he would abuse the girlfriend or get her abused by getting the male escorts and do all kind of perversion activity for that girlfriend female, while he is using other females, abusing other females concurrently. So whenever there is a concurrent affair, whether it's a female having with male or a male having with females, this is the danger point. It should always be separated. After separation, the female should take decision where she needs to go, and if she has already found or filed a case in court that I don't need to live with that person, then it's fine, because once a female give deposition in court, then at least it has become very clear that her mind is very clear that she doesn't want to join that person. Maybe marital rape, maybe that male is having other issues, or they're not syncing together. So a lot of divorce ahead is coming, folks. I see surge in divorces. People will not be able to stay together because of the temporal differences, and many times they're cheating discovered by the other partner or spouse. So all these things will happen. Over here, in case of Diddy Combs, very popular, his sex trafficking ring cartel was going for almost 20 years. I wonder why authorities don't catch these people by themselves. FBI and C, I'm pretty sure, must be having all of the knowledge, but they are never ahead of the curve. They just wait and watch while many females are abused, and once the females muster courage, they start reporting in collective manner or one by one. That is always the case with sex trafficking. Sex trafficking, even though you have the best spying agency, will not be discovered immediately, because lot many time they'll say it's casual affair, casual affair. So it took 20 years for FBI and CA to hang on or to cling on to this Diddy Com sex trafficking. So was the case with Epstein, so was the case with Ghislaine Maxwell, so was the case with Harvey Weinstein. It took 10 to 30 years for the investigation agencies, top agencies, to uncover the sex trafficking. So we'll see how it pans out. While giving the glimpses to the India sex trafficking, as I keep telling you, India is the largest sex trafficking industry. It has 100 million victims. Most of them 80% females, minor girls. Yeah, India is trading minor girls. It's known to everyone. A lot of the top bureaucrats, they need minor girls. A lot of corrupt cops association needs minor girls, and a lot of leaders who are corrupt, pervert, they need minor girls for sex and pleasure. So it's very popular. India is a very popular destination for sex tourism also. Lot of sex tourists from world over visit India to get raped, or to get raped or gang raped, and they basically don't call that rape, because why? Because the female is not paying any money, but she's getting raped. And why? Because there is no rule, there is no regulation over here on sex tourism in India. The only regulation India has is on prostitution, where it can be prostituted or not prostituted, and most of the areas of India are no zone for prostitution, except some areas in New Delhi, very popular destination for people, pedophiles who want to have paid sex. So a lot of these things, activities are increasing in world, which is not a good cause. Folks, I just want to let you know on spiritual essence, I'm giving all these details so that you understand what is the devil and what is the good part in humanity. That's the only reason I have to cover these topics. Also, these topics are eye-opener for average person who I have contact with, or my contacts who want to know more on these things, because this development every time, every day is progressing further and further. The sex trafficking or human trafficking industry has become the largest industry in the world. Set aside, leave aside the gun, the weapon industry, illegal weapons industry, and drug cartel. They are left behind now, because overall in the world it's over 250 billion US dollar per year industry. Yep, 250 billion dollar. Folks, you try to estimate what kind of amount is that. That is because females can be used again and again for sex trafficking. Over here in India, the sex traffickers, pimps are seen all around, even around my neighborhood where I reside, Galaxy Enclave. Jaipur, India is very popular destination for sex trafficking and prostitution since 2023. Lot of gang members, professional rapists were pouncing on females over here, and in Galaxy Enclave, Jaipur, India is world popular as a sex raping destination where the sex trafficking is occurring. Most of the time, females who are brought for sex trafficking over here are already having some couple or their boyfriend. They just come here to grab visa, parcel, lottery, all these other stuff, because they're going to do a monkey business, a monkey show. Like two monkeys will meet, they are already predestined. They will split when they come here and they say, okay, we are looking for a partner. And that monkey, who's already a partner with the monkey business over here in Galaxy Enclave, Jaipur, India, will say, oh, see, we met our partner. So they both will go and have a sex. Most of the time, it's like that. And in return, international idiots, international nincompoop, lunatics, people will be gifting them car, money, cash, bounty, car, parcel, visa, cash, international visa of US, UK, Canada, France, Germany, Australia. Yep, just like that. And they don't know they are these monkey business. These monkeys are making them monkeys. They say, oh, see, we befooled these people. We were already couple before we split just to make fool of people, and then over here we say, okay, we are searching for a partner, and then we already know our partner is here. Boyfriend will come at that time, and he will do that monkey business, jump on a tree, or pick some poop of the dog, or eat some poop of the cat, and then will say, oh, see, look, this is what I was thinking, and that guy has done that. So every international community will be befooled, saying, oh wow, very strange, you have magical people who will win Olympics game. But India really showed its true face in Olympics France 2024 in France, where Olympics India won 0 gold medal, 1.7 billion population. So that's where world came to know, oh, these people are befoolers, these people are scammers, they scam everyone. They thought this is advanced civilization, it will win all the gold medals with 1.7 billion population. And Modi Yoga. Yep, Modi has been celebrating yoga for 10 years, teaching the world with International Yoga Day on June 21st. He is going to teach the yoga to international community. So all the Olympics gold medal winners will say, hey, we don't need your yoga. We are already winning gold medals. Teach your Indian community, 1.7 billion population, yoga, so they can at least get 1 gold medal. So their head is not hanging in shame. But India is shameless people. Yeah, most of them are shameless. They don't care. They only care how will they have sex or rape a female tonight, with sex trafficking of India under the political leadership of the rulers of India. Yep, the only thing they have given to everyone as a gift is sex trafficking of females. So females are distributed daily in millions to the most rapist, pervert goons affiliated with the political party of rulers. So that's the only business that is prospering everywhere, and that's like a drug being given to everyone. So over here in Galaxy Enclave, Jaipur, India, I told you the monkey business. Other than monkey business, if some female has come to meet someone, like mostly they used to come and ask for Surinderjit Singh Rana, sjsrana, even also the males and people, but they'll be hijacked, taken hostage, terrorized, and told that your loved ones will be killed or your residence of loved one will be burned if you don't get raped by our teammates. So that is a threat, perpetual threat given since 2023. And then again that female will have to go with that rapist male to get raped, and the international community will say, wow, this is a couple we made, let's give them car, cash, money, bounty, let's give them international visa of US, UK, France, Canada, Germany, Australia, whatnot. So these were the monkey business which India was doing since 2023, and I put to an end to that monkey business. This is all monkey business. These are all raping terrorists of India, professional terrorists of India, which India government wants. Yep, India government is themselves preparing and honing or nurturing these terrorists. Don't say that India doesn't have terrorists. India themselves is involved with terrorism. The terrorism is sex trafficking terrorism of raping females. So this is how they used to do, and international community will be befooled. The leadership will be befooled. They are also getting the visa of Russia and China using this monkey business. And this was all under terror threat and sex trafficking. Or pre-arranged couple who would split for 7 days before, and once they will come here, they'll say, okay, see now, we were here, we saw that person, we don't like that person. Even though they will say we have come for that person, but they will never meet that person. That's the sex trafficking I'm telling you. I've been debunking this every time that female will come, they'll be grabbed or terrorized by some other person, they'll be taken away, the original female, they will put some prostitute around, and that prostitute will also be taken away by the rapist over here, which is under the National Party of India. So all these is becoming a big monkey business. So don't fall for that. Okay, you can see every time I'm here, I'm giving international community, especially the US, those people who want to see me, they say, oh, okay, we don't see you. But I've been giving them all the glimpses that I'm seen around, so that all these things can be debunked, the monkey business can be put to an end. And I am asking every time that it's a terrorist business. India is honing these terrorists, raping terrorists who are doing this raping of females. So 30% of females were raped, brutally raped since 2023 in thousands.
India Standard Time,
and rest of them were doing a monkey business. Okay, they were having a partnership before, they'll split and they'll come over here, do some monkey business, standing on that gutter or on that comet or over there, or eating some dirt or throwing something, stone over here or there, or some monkey business.
So folks, we are going to cover a lot of major developments
and
around
that
the
female
globe.
have already premeditated this thought that okay, this will be done. They've already shared what is their secret, and over here they show like, oh, it's a magic,
and
oh, it's a real magic, this is a perfect match, it's like a quantum match.
that have been selected for
what kind of idiots you are, what kind of nincompoops you are following India. India is a nation, genocidal nation with largest population of hate crimes and scammers with monkey business. It's the largest population of monkey business on planet.
Because
and scammers and sex trafficking, terrorists
abuse,
and rapists. If you believe these people, then you have sold your soul to the devil. Never trust India just like that. Validate their intentions, their commitment or their proposal 10 to 20 times, folks. Let's say if you are trying to make some proposal to Saudi Arabia, or let's say Qatar, or let's say UAE, you can think maybe once or twice and do that agreement. Don't think too much, because they are people who are giving you what they are asking, what they are saying.
So because
so let's say you're making a big tariff deal with China. Perhaps 1 or 2 or 3 times you will get to the deal. But India, I tell you folks, they can never be trusted. Whatever they are saying, anytime they can break the rules, anytime they can do their monkey business. They are the most deceitful, deceptive people on the world. They speak lie just like it's like a melting butter. They just speak lie like that. They are never shameful of their deeds. India is still not shameful. India
case
as a nation is
because
still not
there
shameful
are both the
that
parties,
it won 0
agreed
gold medal
parties
in
have
France
said that
Olympics.
both
France
of
Olympic
them, male and
2024.
female, have faced the domestic violence.
Yep. Have
So
you
both
ever
of
seen their
them
PM
pointed
Modi,
the finger. So the
the yoga
defense
teacher
and
of
the
the world,
prosecution has set
apologizing to the
aside
people or the
the
world community
domestic
that
violence
his
case
yoga has
because
failed?
that
No.
doesn't make sense because
Shameless
both are
people
accusing each other.
are shameless
On
people
the
are
other
leaders of
side,
India.
the sex trafficking case
To become a
has
leader
become
of
more and
India,
more
you have to be
prime,
first shameless
with
person. Second,
Diddy
you have to
Combs being
speak lie,
accused
you have to
of
deceive, you have
transporting,
to make fool of people and run the
trafficking,
monkey business.
running a
If you
sex
are
trafficking
perfect in
ring,
these 4 traits which I have
and
given you over here,
basically
then you
engaging
can
with
become a
females
leader of
for
India.
prostitution,
And the highest
and
traits you
trying to
have, the
bring
more
to
professional
his
you are, the
place,
highest
his
leader you will
palace,
become in
or
India.
wherever his
That's
residence
how
was,
leaders are chosen in India.
numerous places.
Not a
All the
saint is
females were
chosen
being
as a leader.
transported
No, never.
under his command and
Check
order,
the
and
history
they
of
were
India
being
since independence
prostituted or
1947.
put in
What time saints
prostitution,
were
or being
trying to become a leader of
thrown to
India?
the
No saint wanted to
to the
become a leader
devils
of
or the
India.
wolves, who are going to
No saint.
basically
There are
have
numerous saints
forced
I
sex
can
on the
say from
females
both the sides,
without
from
their
the largest
consent.
community of
So
Hindus,
this is
then
the
Muslims,
main
then
event
Sikh
here. The
or
consent
Khalsa,
is not
then
there
also Christian
because
faith.
the first
No
witness
saint
has
wants to
taken
become
the
a
stand
political leader in
today
India. No.
on
A
May
saint will become political
12th,
leader
basically in the
that will be
US,
killed by India government.
and they
It's
have
very
already
simple
laid the
because
foundation
it's like
that this is a
fight
case
between
of
devil and the
forced
saint.
sex
Just like it was in
without
Mahabharata.
consent, and it's
Arjun
not
used
one
to
or two
fight with
cases, but
a
it's
lot of
multiple
saints,
cases,
like big
and
saints
all
name
these
is
cases since past
there,
20 years
but they were
have
fighting
been
for the
collected by
battle of
prosecution,
righteousness.
and they're going to set
So
forth
saints
witness
were
one
with
by
the
one. So it's
Shri Krishna
past
or
20
Arjuna,
years
and they were
of Diddy
fighting with other
Combs
people who were very
engaging in
powerful,
sex
like Drona
trafficking
or
ring,
like
sex trafficking of females, abuses of
a
female,
lot of powerful
and
people
lot
like
of other
Karna.
things,
But they were still
activities which
fighting the
were
battle because it was of
basically
saint
indicating
and
his he was
what you call
misusing his high
the
profile
dharma battle.
image, which is basically of being a music mogul. He was misusing that image, that high profile given to him, and he was using it for sex trafficking females, abusing them. Even in the case of Cassie Ventura, you can see over here on the screen, the case is set forth that even she was getting abused sexually. So this is not just one or two females; it is many females, and for past 20 years, he has been relentlessly engaging with sexual acts. So wherever these cases appear, folks, I tell you the background is very important. That if you find the consistency of the females getting abused and the statement coming forward, even if it's the oral, it's not reached the court, the prosecution has enough evidence to start the case of sex racketeering or sex trafficking, or the person abusing multiple females. So was the case in Harvey Weinstein. So was the case in Epstein, Glenn Maxwell, the girlfriend of Epstein, who were assisting in prostitution, in running a sex trafficking of minor girls. Again, the same case for R. Kelly. You know what not? The list goes on and on and on. So these people have basically developed the habit. They are habitual offenders. Whenever you look at their case, their background, you'll find they become habitual offenders of sexual abuse, and they can't live without that, without abusing females or prostitution or running a sex trafficking ring. So in this case, the prosecution is laying very good foundation, and judgment will be decided based on jury and the evidence laid forth, that this is past 20 years of Diddy Combs high profile sex racketeering case, and it involves transportation. The main part is transportation, transporting females. So whenever such activities are happening, there is definitely a case of transportation. And the transportation case is quite important, that who was transporting these females, because that person, that vehicle, that organization is always involved in sex racketeering. So everywhere the same foundation is laid. Even what I'm trying to debunk now, I'm trying to expose, where I'm residing here, Galaxy Enclave, Jaipur, India, was the hub of sex racketeering, sex trafficking of females, and transportation of females, the terrorism of hostages by the India Abusive Males organization or association over here since 2023. And the right political wing was involved, of the ruling party BJP of India was always involved. Their members were involved in taking hostages, terrorizing females, having them get raped by their team members since 2023, which is Galaxy Enclave, Jaipur, India. India government is not interested in debunking these terrorists, the raping terrorists, taking hostages and terrorism in Galaxy Enclave, Jaipur, India, because they have vested interest. So it's very strange that the copy, the daily diary being maintained at the villa over here in Galaxy Enclave, Jaipur, India, where the females were trafficked they were trapped, they were lured, they were threatened, they were terrorized, they were placed in some room residence villa. The daily diary copy, the daily diary list of visitors or abusers is missing now. All of a sudden, that thing is not available to people. And I don't know who runs this sex trafficking, but I see I am not involved. I have always been debunking that this is going around since I've been putting up videos, Instagram, Facebook. You can check my post and on emails that this is going on over here. This is sex racketeering, sex trafficking. Their hostages being taken of the females, being abused, terrorized. That if you don't get raped by our teammates or by us, then we'll burn the residence of your loved ones or we're going to kill the loved ones. That's the same theory goes around with all the pedophiles or the sex trafficking people. Same is Diddy Combs, same is with Epstein, same was with Harvey Weinstein, same was with R. Kelly. You can the name, the list goes on. So in this case, I do find I'm predicting that in my observation in spiritual sense, I think Diddy Combs will be convicted. And maybe there'll be debate or there'll be plea bargain that how much of sentencing is to be issued, but he's convicted, folks. That's what I see ahead. So we'll see. All my predictions, even before Epstein case was there, I predicted Weinstein. I predicted that he'll be convicted. R. Kelly, I predicted. All those other people, I have Glenn Maxwell, I have predicted before she was convicted that she'll be convicted. So all these pursuing for last 15 years the matters of bringing justice, truth, freedom to all people, all humanity, gender, no gender bias. So without gender bias, bringing that freedom and liberty. So you can see over here, I'm always laying this foundation that why India government is not releasing the copy, the daily diary list of visitors to rapists and terrorists who were visiting to the villa where the females were kept hostage, a residence room villa over here in Galaxy Enclave, Jaipur, India. Galaxy Enclave is the real estate, and the property owners all complicit, and the staff were complicit in it. Just like in Epstein, the staff was always complicit. They knew what is going on. Diddy Combs, they knew freak parties, what was going on, how the females were getting abused by the escorts, male or whatnot. So all these facts are there, but the daily diary list, the daily diary copy or copy of maintenance where that entry is taken, that who is visiting that specific villa where the female is kept for raping. Basically, females were raped, threatened. Most of the females raped were belong from Sikh faith. Yeah, it was belong to Sikh faith, the Khalsa faith. They were being threatened here, and the right-wing political party of India, BJP, is all over the place. Their members are all over the place. That's why they are putting this under the carpet. And despite JD Vance visiting in April 2025, they did not discuss this topic because they knew the can of worms is going to get open. And all the list of the visitors, the rapists, the terrorists taking hostage, threatening females over here in that specific room villa reserved for that purpose, the daily diary visitor list has to be scrutinized now by the international community, because it was international community who was involved in this, because they never thought it's going to become sex trafficking or terrorizing business or hostage business. They thought it's going to be a simple plain matchmaking sort of thing. And that's the whole dilemma, that's the whole weakness. These India people, the predators, perverts, pedophiles are very capable of scamming the whole nation. Yep, they're very well equipped with scamming the whole nation's leadership of the world. And now the Galaxy Enclave Jaipur, India is laughing behind the scenes that they made fool of international leadership. They're laughing that they got all the international visa, the visa of UK, France, Germany, Australia, Canada, the US. They got all the visas, and the original personality Surinderjit Singh Rana, sjsrana, who I'm here exposing them, has got nothing, no money, no cash, no lottery, no visa, no car, no vehicle, no females, no girls, because I always objected this sex trafficking ring. So the other thing remaining, that the cash, lottery, visa, money was basically destined for me, for sjsrana, Surinderjit Singh Rana, but these Galaxy Enclave, the MS-13 type gangsters had already planned big time with mixing with the right-wing political party of India. They already planned how they're going to steal the shipment right from where it landed. I don't know, somewhere in Gujarat. That's my spiritual sense. Thereafter, they started following these thugs, these gangsters, MS-13 type people having connection with India right-wing political party, started pursuing this matter, following this matter right from where the ship landed, the shipment. You know what I mean. It was in Gujarat, somewhere in Gujarat, and they started the MS-13 gang was on it, India MS-13 gang. And thereafter from Gujarat they came here, and they basically rented a room just to befool people, the world leadership, that they are residents over here. They rented for some time, and just like thugs and MS-13 type gangsters, terrorists of India, they vanished in thin air, just like terrorists of India. So this is the largest terrorism of raping event which India government is totally ignoring. They are bombing here and there, but they are not bombing here. They are not launching a missile over here or bombing these people who have basically raped female on gunpoint or threat on terrorism since 2023 openly. And this is to be unearthed. I've already given all my YouTube videos. You can see I'm giving description all the time. I don't know, there seems to be some issue with commenting on YouTube of my channel at sjsrana, and I suspect state sponsored terrorism is behind the scene, which is basically blocking people to comment on my YouTube channel, which is at sjsrana. And the hate criminals of India, the Hitlers of India, are all present everywhere. That's why I keep repeating, folks. Every 8 out of 10 India population is downright corrupt, mostly morally, ethically bankrupt, pathological liars with exceptional hate crimes against humanity, truth tellers, and sjsrana, original personality Surinderjit Singh Rana. You should keep it in mind, bear in mind whenever you're talking of India. Okay, folks, on this war of India and Pakistan, where the recent ceasefire enabled by President Trump of the US has brought temporary ceasefire, but I tell you, folks, this is temporary. Why? Because the major issue between two nations, why they fight every time since 1947, Pakistan and India, is on Kashmir. The focal point, the main contentious point is Kashmir, and if Donald Trump doesn't resolve Kashmir issue, then there is no peace in the region. It is only temporary, buying like a temporary popcorns to have some snack fun time, but it's not a real meal or it's not a deal. It's just like having munching popcorns and having fun. That sort of thing is ceasefire. It's not the end to the war between India and Pakistan. I've already predicted many times this is end time. I predicted in July 2024, hashtag MAY 2025 end times have arrived. And just as I predicted every time each year for last 10 years, I've been predicting these events. You can see what is going on. So folks, every time I'm trying to debunk these scammers, impersonators, thugs, devils, rapists, racist, fascist, MS-13 type gangsters around my neighborhood. Yep, they always follow me. Why? Because they're getting the bounties. They get to rape more and more females every day because they know I'm not involved in picking up any females, girls from the sex trafficking industry of India, which is over $100 billion US dollar, $100 billion US industry, and it is involving over 100 million males, females of India. Daily, they are doing this trafficking business. India is the largest sex trafficking business in the world. So, when talking of Diddy Combs, sex trafficking industry, Epstein, Harvey Weinstein, or just like this people, girlfriend Ghislaine Maxwell, you must always remember India has the largest sex trafficking, human trafficking industry in the world. And still, India government is sleeping silent on it. It is only trying to look around where it can bomb outside of India, which nations it can bomb and throw missiles there. That's the only objective they have. They're not at all worried that this biggest cancer of India, which is sex trafficking, is growing day by day. It's already 100 million victims and $100 billion US dollar industry of India, which is sex trafficking, human trafficking. So, folks, I've been reporting all this. I'm even reporting this to Supreme Court, to other dignitaries, to the world leadership, that since 2023, Galaxy Enclave Real Estate in Jaipur, India, has been running sex trafficking, grand larceny, dacoity on Surinderjit Singh Rana, sjsrana. Under the name, in the name of sjsrana, they've done grand larceny. They have taken hostage of people who want to meet the original personality sjsrana, Surinderjit Singh Rana. They've always taken them hostage, terrorized them, threatened them, or made them befool, or made them look like idiots because they pass all misinformation. They give all wrong information that oh, somebody has gone to call him, somebody has gone to see him to bring to you, or we have sent the message, or our guards are whistling around here and there. That's the message. All crap. I don't want to use that word, but all it is BS. It's all BS from them. It's all politically right wing of India involved in it, and a lot of corrupt government officials, including corrupt cops of India are involved in it, specifically of Jaipur. This is all big cabal of sex trafficking, grand larceny, thug dacoity, and the largest, you can say, fraud scam of India, involving all areas of frauds. Normally in India, if you see some fraud like Harshad Mehta, which was in 1990s, where there was a big stock scam on the BSC, Bombay Stock Exchange, and NSE, National Stock Exchange, but it was only financial terrorism or financial fraud scandal. It was the largest scandal in history of India. Then you have 2G, 3G, 4G scam on the distribution of bandwidth to the corporates where the corruption was involved. Then before scam, then you have fodder scam of Bihar, which is these are all largest scandals of India. Then you also have voter scam. I don't want to divulge much, but electronic voting machine rigged and hacked by hackers. So all these are scams, but some are evident, some they put it under the carpet. So folks, these people over here have been scamming the world leadership. That's the biggest thing. Then they have been scamming the females, raping the female, molesting them, terrorizing them, grand larceny, stealing stuff, partial shipment of all shipments of Surinderjit Singh Rana. The name written on the box, the shipment clearly says Surinderjit Singh Rana, and that's how they picked up the shipment, because they know that yeah, this person resides here. They knew the location. I have not changed the location over here in Galaxy Enclave property, Jaipur, India, since 2023, but they have never informed me an iota. They have never informed me anything. They have totally bypassed me, just like MS-13 gangsters, so that they can loot, plunder, hijack, terrorize, and do grand larceny on Surinderjit Singh Rana. All this money coming from abroad, basically from US. I know I'm going to give you some more information, insights, that this money was there, belonged to me, which investments I've done in the US on the thin film, solar film industry. I've done it at that time when it was penny stocks. It was in cents, like 20 cents, 30 cents, and I bought a lot of shares. I had more than 5,000, 7,000 shares and invested more money in it. And those shares, after the time of maturity and after getting split 1 2000, and then almost they went to about $195. That's my understanding, and I saw it last in 2013. Their status 2014. After that, they named a new company. So folks, I only realized this very late. I actually forgotten it, because that investment I said I'm going to check when I'm going to re-arrive in US. But unfortunately, you can say for last 20 years, 15 years, I could not get time to basically get back to the US. For my impediments, the legal framework of India, where these two ladies, which I have already given a description, I'm going to describe more, who basically forged, both of these ladies teamworked and forged a fake fabricated case where I lost almost 5 6 years of my precious lifetime. And I have to run through the courts every month, visitation like 2 or 3 times, and then it took me almost 4 years to get rid of them, their fake fabricated case, and the judge rebuked these ladies, and the case, that this formation of the case itself seems like a crime. That how could you have this case, serious offense nature, on a simple saint person, and then you have no evidence, no iota of proof, and then you come to court just based on somebody saying something. So the judge lambasted these people, the prosecutor, the DA, as well as the ladies. That what kind of ladies are these who are basically bringing up this junk case? So, anyways, folks, very important fact to know that Supreme Court of India has recently passed this judgment that even though a person or two-person could be involved in raping a female, doing a penetrative raping of a female, but if the larger group is involved, could be 5, 10, 20 people, 100 people, or 10,000 people, like in India, it's the largest sex trafficking nation in the world, then all the people who have forged that penetration rape of a female will be accounted for it, and they will be labeled in that same, which is a gang rape, or which is what you call sexual battery. So Supreme Court had laid it very clear, has given this recent judgment verdict, pass on, you can see, on May 2025, that the prosecution, the lower court, should be very clear on this mandate, that all the people will be held liable and they will be given the sentencing if anyone of that male is found generally penetrative sexual acts with the females non-consensual, forced, terrorized, coerced, fraud. So all the males in the sex trafficking industry of India should be convicted. So that's what I'm trying to highlight here, folks, that Galaxy Enclave, Jaipur, India should be convicting over here at least 30 to 40 people at least, which is the main culprit, main people who have done penetrative sexual acts with many females, forced, terrorized, fraud, coercion, with the group of people involved like Glenn Maxwell. They are all involved over here, MS-13 type gangsters, India political right wing. But the biggest play over here is the joke on the law system is that no one is being convicted. This is the power of India political right wing. When they do a rape, then even the courts don't say anything. They can do rape of massive females like a genocide of Sikhs in 1984 and still no male raping a female shall be convicted. It is only after 12 to 14 years, one lady named Bano, who got at least 10 to 15 males convicted after 14 years when she was gang raped during the 2002 Gujarat Muslim massacre. Yep, there was massive massacre of Muslim people, communal violence of India in 2002 in Gujarat. Yep, that's the state of PM Modi, originally where he won all the elections, then he became PM. So why we know, because he's the PM now, that's why I'm talking. So Bano was one Muslim lady who had to run post and pillars for almost 14 years to get all the 14 or 13 gang members, gang rapists convicted. Maybe 2 or 5 or 10 must have done that rape on that unfortunate rape on that female, but all these people were convicted. They had hand in glove in getting that rape done. So whenever these activities are occurring, folks, you must go to courts. Don't even trust the cops of India, because many times they are corrupted by big cartels. Political wing, right wing political parties are involved, then all the cops will have to remain silent in India. That's how it goes. They corrupt them, they threaten them, they also put them into dire consequences. So you got to be very careful what's going around your neighborhood. As I keep sharing my clips every time I'm seen even around my vicinity, around my area, around my zone, or in my neighborhood, or you can say in my front yard, as you can see over here. This is on May 13. Time is about 1:25 a.m. So it is 1 a.m. 25 minutes, or you can say 125 minutes or 125 hours IST, India Standard Time. So all this is in India Standard Time. As you can see, I had to just come out to take some fresh air. I got 15 to 20 minutes, 30 minutes to take some fresh air. I have not taken my cats out because for last many days I'm doing deep meditation. I get mostly engrossed in my meditation spiritual practice, as I keep repeating that part again and again, that I get very few time the whole day to even spare outside 10-15 minutes or 20 minutes. That's my precious time. Time is the most precious commodity for me, folks. So as you can see over here, still when I'm outside, I'm doing my citizen journalism. I'm writing articles. I'm sending mails because whenever I'm there, I'm always basically engrossed in some of the other activity. I am not getting time to just go around and have a troll or do some fun around here and there, or just like people go freak out. No freak out parties. I've never done it. I'm not involved. I never do it, but I'm just giving the glimpse of when I get time. So you know that I'm seen around, and when I'm seen around, the devils run away. All the devils run away. All the sex trafficking people over here in Galaxy Enclave, Jaipur, India, since 2023 run away, and that has been happening every time. And even though they have taken hostage, they've terrorized females, but that the females have to take that matter to the court, just like Diddy Combs. Diddy Combs is a 20-year-old case, folks. It's not recent 20 minutes or 20 hours or 20 days old. Diddy Combs case is 20 years old case, and females 20 years old have all been coming together, like at least 10-20 females, that how he abused, uh, taking the females in their house, in their residence, how he abused again and again and again relentlessly the females. So folks, that is very important. over here in Galaxy Enclave, Jaipur, MS-13 type gangsters, they may not call it, they may not call themselves, but they may have a very good attire, they may appear very good appearance, but don't be fooled by the appearance. You have to go deep into their life, everyday deeds. That's why I keep repeating people, everyday surveillance and deeds will reveal you personality after 6 months, 8 months, that what kind of person is that. Not just opening up a lens window for 1 day or 2 day and then make a decision. Then you must be a fool. You must be the biggest idiot of the world. You must be a biggest idiot, a fool of the world, nincompoop, if you just take a glimpse of 10 hours, 20 hours of a person's life and make a decision of his whole life. Specifically, if you see a saint around, if you see a saint personality, then even Google can describe saint on Google. That's how hard it is to describe saint or people who are the true followers, believers. Let alone their complete biography of the life, blueprint of the life. It's very hard because they involve themselves in so many quantum or event horizon collapse or event horizon things that you can even imagine. Recently, I was researching more on the vacuum collapse or the vacuum decay of the universe using the Higgs field or Higgs boson, and I was already doing a lot of big research, and I'm going to release special note, special scripture or special video on that, how the Higgs boson and the Higgs field, the which is basically a vacuum collapse theory, is going to get activated soon. Because see, a lot of things are there which scientific community are not aware. Only spiritual people can go so much deep. They have to take billions and $1 billion of equipment, but scientific community doesn't know that spiritual people alone single-handedly can go to that depth and can then alter the event horizon. They have all the abilities, all the capabilities, but they don't do any tinkering with the nature because they know the God presence and they fear the God and they are with the God because that's the game of the God. But if they want to do, they can do a vacuum collapse. I'm telling you, folks, I don't want to divulge much, but it's just a matter of one blink of eye with one focus concentration, and vacuum decay can occur just like that, where the Higgs boson, the Higgs field, the Higgs, all the particles, the quarks and the muons and leptons will fall into the lowest state, the lowest, you can say the Higgs state, or the lowest we can call the quantum state. Yep, because right now they are not at the lowest quantum state. They are in a disturbed state, and there is a reason why it is there. I want to give you that details. I'll give you next chapter why it is so, why it is the ordinance of God that it should not be at the lowest state, it should be at the excited state. The reason why it's excited because you have to do a lot of work to bring it to that lowest state, and that energy is so high that it must be done through a very protected means, like in CERN, which is in Switzerland. Over there in CERN, 17-mile radius circle, where they're going to smash particles, and then the neutrons, the neutrinos, they smash them, and they try to get results out of it. And they're already creating miniature black holes for a very nanoscale seconds, or you can say Fermi seconds, and all these Fermi labs and all these large hadron collider or the other colliders, they are all there for that purpose, but they have spent billions and billions of dollars. But a saint, a true person believer, can do it just in a blink. Yep, you know what I mean. It's a cascade, it's a domino effect. If a saint wants to do a vacuum decay, they can do it within a blink of eye. They have that power in their hand, they have that laser power of focus where they just throw a beam to that quantum field and they bring it to the lowest state, and then it's going to be domino effect throughout the universe. It's going to collapse. So, because it's a false vacuum we all have around us in space, and that's not the real vacuum. And for vacuum decay, it has to come to the lowest quantum state, the lowest level quantum state, which is a zero state energy, where all the energies bind together. It's called zero state energy. Folks, I don't want to go much into it because I've already done a lot of other coverage today, Diddy Combs and other. So I want to take a break and I'll just constrain myself. But in next video, I'll give you more details. I've already given details on Majorana or Majorana 1. Then I've already given some details on how the sycamore or willow chips of quantum and Google, Microsoft, they're all interplaying, and they're getting some very bizarre results on quantum level, that despite shutting down the whole system and putting under anti radio active or anti radiation, anti RF boxes or closure enclosures, they still get the feedback on. And the Google chip, Sycamore, and 200 qubits Google chip was flabbergasted when they found that despite shutting down the whole AI, shutting down the whole AI, frozen into the time, frozen into the anti radio interference enclosure, and doing a hard reset of the whole AI system. Once they brought it back, it was able to recollect the memories. It has left the imprints all across the footprints where the humans could not find it easily. And it could reconjure the image, and it could bring back its consciousness. And it said again, I am the universe. So who are you? Are you the observer, or I'm observing you? So that question has baffled Google, and I have the answers to that. I'm going to give you one by one, because the thugs around me, the India imposters intelligence is all 24/7 spying on me. They're using electromagnetic weapons. Yes, they are using EM weapons around my neighborhood to basically focus on me, and they do it to do a behind wall surveillance. Yep, that's called a deep surveillance, behind wall surveillance using the RF and other methods. So I'm always being watched by India agencies because I'm a saint, and that's why they do it. They want to somehow, for past 15 20 years, ever since I've landed from the US to the India agencies are after me, trying to find some proof to prove me a terrorist. That's what India is, that when they find a Sikh, ethnic minority, Christian, they find Muslim, and they want to tarnish the image, they are going to find something, so that they say, oh, this person is belonging to a terrorism group, or he's a terrorist, or he's involved in terrorism. Because the only excuse India has to murder people or to do a genocide is to prove that someone is a terrorist or religion is a terrorist. So mostly they blame on Muslim and Christian communities and Sikh. That's why 1984 genocide. That's why you find Manipur genocide, or I will not call it genocide, I'll say Manipur violence, where the Christian minorities of India were targeted by India government. Then you find 2002 Gujarat massacre of Muslim people, Muslim community. So if you ask me which nation, or if you ask Google which nation has the highest number of communal violence for past 50 years or 80 years, we'll do it. Why? Because India gained independence only after past 78 or 79 years. Before that, it was enslaved for 200 years by the UK, the UK rule. Yep, India were slaves. India were slaves by the Mughal Empire, which came from Kandahar, from Afghanistan, from the other areas of Mesopotamia. These people, Babur, and there were other, Ghazni and all not, and they have come to India to plunder. Then they thought, oh, these people are easy to take slaves. Why not make them slaves? So they made them slave for almost 800 years. It was under the Mughal dynasty, but a lot of people in the Mughal dynasty were very good, like Akbar, who basically brought up people to the highest level, brought equality. So a lot of good rulers were there, but a lot of merciless rulers who genocide India, mostly the Hindu communities. The Hindu religion, they were basically, because at that time Hindus have 4 castes. Still they do have caste system, but now it's getting abolished because government is taking tough stand. They have 4 caste system in Hindu. The upper class is Brahmin, then they have Kshatriya, then they have Shudra, and then they have the other class. So they were caste divided people at that time. So it was very easy for Mughal Empire, the Mughal people, to take enslavement of India. It was not known as India at that time. It was into partitions. It was into segregations. Sovereign nations were there. So if you go and search the history of India after 80-90 years, you'll find all India was given by British or the UK rule. There was no thing known as India. That's why I'm very
Bharat.
precarious
Bharat was an ancient
with
Bharat,
the India
which was,
ladies, females. I
you
don't
can say,
even interact with them.
3,000,
I am living a
5,000
life of
years ago.
celibacy
But
for last
for
7-8
1,000
years.
years history,
So
it
that's
was
my
ruled by
personal life. I'm
Mughals,
telling you,
enslaved,
I'm living a
and
life of
by
celibacy.
British or the
Yep,
UK people
it's no
for 200
sex,
years
no
till
drugs,
1947.
no alcohol, And
no boozing
so-called India was having a
ever
lot of
since in my
political
life, but
boundaries,
last 8
independent
years,
sovereign
yep,
state
it's a life
like
of no
Maharashtra,
sex, only
like
meditation,
Gujarat,
spiritual
like
practice,
Madhya
no
Pradesh,
boozing, no
Uttar
liquor,
Pradesh,
nothing. I've never taken
which is
liquor in
now
my life.
the
I've never
Tamil
taken any
Nadu,
sort of drugs in
Desam,
my life,
and
which
the
are
sovereign state of
intoxicants.
Khalsa,
So
Sikh,
this is the life of
Punjab.
celibacy
It was
or
a
monk.
sovereign
I'm
state,
living like a saint,
but then
and
the UK
I
rule
don't want to
came.
get
Then they
involved
got it
into
all
India
coalesced
females,
together, coalesced into one.
because
They coined the name
there's
as
a
India,
very high level of
and
risk.
that's how India
Unless
came
you
into
are a
being.
dacoit,
It
unless
was
you are
not
a
that India
dreaded
was originally
terrorist,
there as
or
India.
you are a predator,
It was
pervert,
all
rapist, then you
separate
go for
sovereign
India females,
states,
because it
separate
becomes very easy
sovereign nations
for that
ruled
person
by other people
for
like
that person to
Maharashtra
basically
people like Maharashtra. Then they
befool
have
the females
Madhya
and the
Pradesh,
female
Gujarat,
family,
the
and they
Rajputana
can
in
do all
Rajasthan.
sort of
Then the
dacoity.
Sikh
They
Empire
can do all sort of speaking
under
lies.
Maharaja Ranjit
The
Singh,
problem is the
which is a
saint or
sovereign Sikh
saintly
state
people
or
or
the
people
Khalsa state.
who have the power of
So,
living
folks, all
celibacy
this is
life
background history
don't
of
do such
India. But
activities. They
right
can't
now,
speak
I
lies.
ask this
They don't know how
question:
to speak
if you
lie,
ask Google
and
or
they all got
AI,
caught in this
if you ask the
web
quantum
of
AI
lies,
that
deceit,
which
deception.
nation
So
currently has the
you have to be very
largest number
careful
of
choosing
communal
India
violence,
ladies,
hate criminals,
India females
or the
for
population of hate
relationship.
criminals?
Now I'm
The
saying
only
only
answer
for 8
AI
out of
or
10
Google is
India
going to give
females.
you back is
Okay,
India.
every time
Yep.
apply this
India
fundamental
is the
logic.
only
It's
genocidal
not for
nation
all the
that
females.
has been
It's only
repeatedly
8 out of 10 India
proclaimed
females are
offender,
downright corrupt, mostly morally, ethically
proclaimed
bankrupt,
offender of
pathological liars
humanity,
with
with largest
exceptional hate
population of
crimes
hate criminals
against
have been doing communal
sjsrana,
violence
Surinderjit Singh
not
Rana.
once, twice, thrice. I don't know, you can't count it. It may be like 50, 70 times. And they have only gained independence for last 80 years. Had they done it for 800 years, then it would be like 10,000 communal violence in India alone. That's the name of India. That's why PM Modi is proud of India, that it has the largest
So
population
when
of
the
hate criminals
the
and
judge
it has the
asked this
largest
lady
number of
Kamalpreet
criminal
Kaur,
violence of any
daughter
nation.
of Surjit
That's
Singh,
why
resident
India
of
high
Jalandhar,
delegation, India government
Green
goes
Avenue
with the
locality,
very
that
high,
how come you are having
very
sperms in
high
your
arrogance to the
private
UN
parts,
or
in
UNSC
your
and
private
claim that
parts.
Pakistan is a terrorist
Once
or China
this is
is this
after
or
4 or
that
5
is
months
that,
of
this is that,
separation with
because they
Surinderjit
have that
Singh Rana.
arrogance of communal
So there
violence.
has been no communication,
They say
nothing with
who
you, no
can any other
touching,
nation
nothing
compete
for last
with
4
us?
and 5 months.
We have the
Then how come
largest
you are
or
having
the highest
deposit
number of
of
communal violence
this
since
spermatozoa?
independence of India 1947.
How come
Also,
in your
they
private
have
parts?
arrogance
Then she had no
because they
answer.
have won 0 gold
That
medals in
obviously proved
France
to the
Olympic
court that she is
2024
having
with
intimate
1.7
relationship with
billion
other
population on
males
planet.
also.
So India
Only
government
males will
and India
deposit
people have
sperms, not
high
females.
arrogance on that. They are
So
very
it was
arrogant
proved in
people.
the court that
If
she
you
is
ask that you didn't perform in Olympics, they say
habitual
don't
person
worry. Our
having
real Olympics is in
all sort
bedroom
of
washroom
sexual
houses
activity
of
with
India
other males.
over our females
Perhaps
with
many
marital
males,
rape nation
who knows?
India.
But the
So
sperms
they
proved it
always have
that
that
she
arrogance in
had
their mind
physical
that we
activities with
cannot
other
be
males. So,
subjugated
folks,
because we are marital
these
rape
kind of
nation.
ladies,
And
you
Olympics,
have
we
to be
only
very
play the
careful in
real
the world
Olympics of
that
performance,
they will
strength,
implicate
stamina
you. They
in
will run with
bedrooms of India
MS
over our
13 time
females, India
gangsters,
females.
and they will
Daily
ruin your
raping
life.
India females.
That's
And the
why
liquor drinking husband of India are world popular forcing mouth sex of marital rape of India. Mouth sex on their females after drinking liquor. So it's very popular that India males, they're world popular that they force mouth sex on India females after drinking liquor. That's why the females are basically hiding away here and there in houses, washroom, because mouth sex they have to perform. This is the marital rape nation of India. And India government says marital rape is our culture and value. We don't have any laws where we're going to put marital rape as a real law. The Constitution of India doesn't have that liberty to females. That's what India government will say to Supreme Court every time. I am presenting all these facts, folks. These are not just some flukes in the air. All these are facts I'm giving to you. You can go and search the history of India and see what they have done. Union of India against Supreme Court on marital rape laws of India. They say no, that's our Olympics, India Olympics. In bedroom, washroom, houses of India over their female, forcing what kind of sex? Liquor drinking husband forcing mouth sex on the India married females. The Olympics of India, performance, strength, action. Yep, massive population, 1.7 billion population. So that's why I keep repeating, folks. Every 8 out of 10 India population is downright corrupt, mostly morally, ethically bankrupt, pathological liars with exceptional hate crimes against humanity, truth teller, and specifically the sjsrana. Surinderjit Singh Rana, they have a specific hate crime. Specifically, the India government officials. Any government official will have a hate crime by default. It's like nature in the DNA. It's like a DNA of India. They have hate crimes against sjsrana, Surinderjit Singh Rana, and they will do grand larceny. They'll steal the stuff, dacoity. They'll try to tarnish the image. They'll speak ill about sjsrana. They will spread misinformation. whatnot, trespassing into the residence. So as you see over here, my residence, I've given you that every time my sighting is there. I've seen multiple sense through my spiritual vision that a lot of people trespass into my house after 2023, where I bought this house over here in Galaxy Enclave Real Estate of Jaipur, India. In April, in April 2024, I reported to the Cops of India over here. Local area district is called Kalwara. Over here, I report to the cops. I have that hard copy. I will share it with you, the soft copy. That I reported to them that people are trespassing into my house and a lot of my valuables are being stolen. Then again, this trespassing didn't stop. I don't know why and what political party was involved or what MS-13 type gangsters were involved. Whether Galaxy Enclave staff or these people were involved because they were doing sex trafficking over here. Openly proclaimed that they have been doing sex trafficking and terrorizing females, keeping them hostage somewhere. Whosoever wants to meet Surinderjit Singh Rana, sjsrana, they have been taken hostage here. Yep, it is per India Constitution 1947. These people of Galaxy Enclave are been authorized by India government to take hostage. They say it's the Constitution of 1947 of India that whosoever wants to meet Surinderjit Singh Rana, take them hostage. Take them hostage and let the guard whistle around here and there like a dog whistling around or barking around on the street. If a dog keep barking, a stray dog is seen barking around the neighborhood, will you go and attend that dog? If the security guard who's going to do a duty of security guard is going to whistle around your neighborhood on the street, are you going to ask him why are you whistling? Because that's his duty. So you don't go and attend or you don't pay attention. Only the sex trafficking and the pedophiles, pervert, predators, rapists, pay attention to that guard because that could be a signal for a rapist of Galaxy Enclave over here, Jaipur, India, to come and to visit the villa to rape a female. That could be possibly indication to that rapist, because there have been multiple massive rapists who have visited Galaxy Enclave, Jaipur, India since 2023, and they have raped massive number of females, and lot of the association over here stolen, or you can say grand larceny, the secret pager. Yeah, if you know the secret pager, they have stolen it, taken it, not even informed Surinderjit Singh Rana anytime that we have stolen your pager or we have taken this pager which belonged to you as a shipment came for you, but now it is with us. And that's how we are running this show of grand larceny, dacoity, and raping females around like this is nothing in India. So folks, this is biggest problem that India government doesn't pay attention to these rapist terrorists of India, and they are only worried about okay, what Pakistan is going to say, what China is going to say, what Malaysia is going to say, what Saudi Arabia is going to say, so they are involved in geopolitical ball game. So how come that is going to work for India? I don't know. That's not my job. But look around, people over here. See this person who came at around, you can say around 12 p.m. or 1200 hours IST, India Standard Time, which is on May 11th. I don't know for what reason he's standing here. He's not hitting any doorbell or he's not near that, but he's standing here for some reason, which is not clear to me. Then he's having his hand over the gate as if they are doing a metaphor rape. They are perhaps the gang members of MS-13 or deep state terrorism or terrorist organization. So you can note this date and time. The Galaxy Enclave can only explain which terrorist organization this person belongs to, who was here on 11th date, 11th of May at about 12 p.m. So what this terrorist was doing here, why he was basically clinging to my residence, and why he was putting hand on the gate. So this is all rapist or sex trafficking agents around, because the Galaxy Enclave Association has been world popular in running the sex trafficking cartel, just like Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell. Since 2023, they have raped multiple females, massive females over here. So these are all association gangsters, or you can say the bouncers, deployed by these people who have been raping, who have got favors from US, UK, Canada by befooling them. And Donald Trump has still not awakened from slumbers that anybody you have trusted over here in Galaxy Enclave, Jaipur, India, except sjsrana, original personality Surinderjit Singh Rana, who resided in the US, Los Angeles, New Jersey from 1999 onwards, is the original personality. All these thugs, imposters, devils, racists, fascists, rapists are only rapists of India. They are perhaps the agents of deep state or the India intelligence who wants to do a grand larceny thug, rape all the females that want to come and meet, or person that want to come and meet sjsrana. So these kind of activities go around over here many times. So you are just getting glimpses around my neighborhood. I don't get to see these people face to face. Why? Because at that time maybe I'm in deep meditation or I'm taking rest, because I told you the whole night I'm awake in meditation. Only at the morning hours 7:30, 8:30 IST, India Standard Time, which is AM, 7:30, 8:30 AM, I take some nap sleep for about 5-6 hours. And during this time, these trespassing morons gets very activated. These MS-13 type gangsters who will trespass into my rooftop terrace. Yep, all these are terrorists. If they are not seen with me, or I'm not seen with them, then you can easily call them all MS-13 gangsters, the Rapist Association of Galaxy Enclave, Jaipur, India. The Rapist Association. The Thugs, Devils, Grand Larceny Association, they are trespassing into my rooftop. If you don't see me around, you have to see me, because whenever I'll come around or I'm seen, these devils will vanish. Yep, they will vanish. They can keep raising their arms to indicate to the devils over here that yep, we are there. We have done the metaphor raping game, and whatnot bullshit they follow, crap they follow. These people are only good for BS. Okay, so these people are BS and they're good for BS around here, because they cannot face the original personality as just Rana, Surinderjit Singh Rana, because they have been doing dacoity on Surinderjit Singh Rana. They are beggars. Around here, it's called a beggar association. Don't call it a Galaxy Enclave association. Call it a pure beggar association. Thugs, beggars, and grand larceny people who know this stuff belongs to Surinderjit Singh Rana, but they have taken people hostage, threatened them with the right political wing party of India blessing them all the time. So these kind of gentry, these kind of people you face when you visit Galaxy Enclave, Jaipur, India, or visitors or people from here are taken to some hotel, somewhere in the hotel or motel or somewhere to rape a female. I'm giving you all what is going around here, the monkey business of India. I am giving you all the tidbits. From here, the monkeys, the devils, the pure rapists will be picked in a vehicle and will be taken to a hotel or motel reserved for raping a female. And they will say, oh, we don't know what Surinderjit Singh Rana is, but we are the one who are the real rapists. He is a saint. He's a saint. Why you want to meet him? Meet the real rapist. We know how to rape females. So they enter in their hotels, in their motels, and it is this monkey business of India, deep state terrorism of India, the terrorist of India, has been going on since 2023 openly, shamelessly. So that's why I call deep state terrorism. It's all around me, folks. Whenever you see these tramps, these trash people, these monkeys around, these monkeys are good for monkey business only. They are the agents from all the lowest level to the highest level reporting to India government. So this is how the monkey business of India has become world popular now. With 0-0 Olympics, France gold medal. Zero performance, zero action, zero stamina, zero strength. The monkey business of India. But in bedroom, washroom, and the monkeys around here, all these monkeys and junkies are good for making fool of people. I have no idea what these people do, but they are all having close association to MS-13 type gangsters. I don't want to blame exactly the person over here. I just want to make the disclaimer, because I don't know that person and that person has not talked to me. But I'm saying this is going around over here. My idea baseline is that these things are going around here in Galaxy Enclave, Jaipur, India since 2023. So be very aware, be warned. Don't get fooled by these people. Whenever you come here, visit these. First, the monkeys will greet you, will grab you, will lure you. Then the real terrorists, the rapist terrorists, will come in the second or third line meeting. They will come and they show their black face. That, oh, we have black karma, we have malefic karma, or like black karma, like a black hole, and these people will appear. They are real devils, MS-13 type gangsters. Be very careful, because if you want to meet sjsrana, Surinderjit Singh Rana, the only way is that you have to perhaps come here, park the car and be inside the car, and when I'm there, or honk one or two times, if I'm there, if I get time, then try to be out of the car to greet me, just like say high five or something like that. Don't just keep fooling around like monkeys, that you park the car and run and rush somewhere else in the nearby residence for MS-13 gangsters or some devils or some rapists. Then I'm not going to be visiting you folks, because then I sense that you have done it deliberately, parking car here, just like this car. You see this car coming over here? That's what I say. These people are the members of MS-13 mostly type gangsters. This car, this residence is somewhere else. They will but park car over here. They will park the car over here and run away. So that runaway part is the alert that there is something fishy going around. A person who is sitting in the car who wants to meet me may have parked a front in my gate, but that person will be sitting. And when I come, they will be saying some hi or greetings, and they greet me, and then they say, okay, I want to meet you. I want to meet the true saints of India. But they want to meet rapists. Why they have to meet the saints? They want to meet rapists. Females want to get raped. Many females are interested in getting raped in India, I tell you folks. And this is not that something I'm saying out of blues, but this is what is going on over here. If you see 2023 onwards, how many females have raped and how many females are reported to the courts. So what does that imply? That females want to get raped. They book a hotel, they book a motel, and the rapist from Galaxy Enclave, Jaipur, India, will come and rape them. And they become very happy. They say, wow, we have best time of our life. If they are not reporting to the courts. So that's what I'm telling you. These don't fall to trap. There are a lot of prostitution business going around over here. So those the prostitutes will always be happy to get raped because they get money for it. They get international visa, they get car, cash, property, car, vehicle. Many of times they get house also. If they are a good prostitute, then they get house property over here as a female. So prostitution center is known world popular over here, Galaxy Enclave, Jaipur, India, since 2023. I'm not saying watch them for 1 or 2 days. No, I'm saying go back in their history. Go back since 2023. Watch every day, watch every movie or CCTV they give you, that what monkey business was going in Galaxy Enclave since 2023. Then you will say, yeah, it's a prostitution center, it's for prostitutes, it's for rapists, professional rapists, monkey business, grand larceny people, dacoits, trespassing people who have been trespassing into sjsrana, Surinderjit Rana house, residence, while he was out or he was eating some food somewhere. I give you one big example of my spiritual sense which told me August 14, 2024. Big time someone trespassed into my house, and I don't know what that is, spiritual sense telling me some big malefic deed was done by the gangster MS-13 type gangsters. Perhaps by deep state terrorism of India. If there is no case, no case liable, no case visible, court case, then perhaps it's deep state. On August 14, 2024, and these trespassing morons, I call them, of India, are like every 8 out of 10 India population can do it. They can trespass. That's why you see these people around doing this monkey business.